Welcome back, real ones. Here we are once again at Realgrogg, where around here we like to focus on the post-apocalyptic and survival games out today. And after a long time of listening to me talk about it at great length, finally, tonight, we start our epic journey into a brand new community in State of Decay 2. We've been talking about this for a very long time. I have at least, and I'm very much looking forward to bringing this to you. A lot of people seem to not know of this game, or they haven't played it, or they haven't dove into it too much, so I'm very excited to be the Sherpa into the post-apocalyptic world of State of Decay 2. I'm very excited about this. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you're all doing very well. It's great to see some friends in the chat right off the bat. Blue-Eyed Scotty, Miss Marin, Von Fink, and the Stream Element spot right off the bat. Always great to see everyone. Thanks so very much for being here. I do appreciate you. And yeah, hopefully you've had a great week. As we're getting settled, let me know how I'm looking, how I'm sounding. The camera's been a little weird today, so hopefully that's not going to be too impactful. But yeah, welcome in. As we're kind of getting settled on in tonight, I want to start off with this new world. There's a lot more to cover since we've all been pretty familiar with the territory we've been in over the last couple of months with Valheim. This is going to be a little different just in how we're getting set up, and if anybody has any questions. So really the first hour or so, I'm just going to go through it. We're going to start brand new. Stay close to your keyboards because I'm going to ask you a lot of your opinions. I'm going to let you decide who we choose to recruit initially, where we go as a base. A lot of things I'm going to have I'm going to leave those decisions up to you. So stay close to your keyboards so you can kind of keep me posted on what you think will be the best course of action, because I've played this game a lot, and since we're starting fresh tonight, I think it would be really cool to have everyone kind of give your 2 cents. Let me know what you think and what direction the community should go in. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and drop right in, put Big David in the corner, and drop into this. We are here on the home screen, all these phenomenal options. Now, at some point, I'm hoping we have everyone in here so that we can all do this together. There are 3 options here, and when you first get started, campaign is going to be the one that you want to choose, and you can have now 5 different communities, which is really awesome. I'll show you what I mean by that. So these are some of my previous communities. These 3 in particular I've had for a long time, but today we're starting empty. Now, if you are a part of our Realgrogg Discord, you've probably seen that I've been telling you to go play the tutorial if you plan on jumping in this game with me. Excuse me. And I'm not going to do the tutorial today for a couple of reasons. 1, I know how to play the game. 2, it allows you the opportunity to select 2 survivors with kind of a sort of a backstory of sorts. So if you want to go that route, it'll set you up with some survivors. But what we're going to do today, since I already kind of know what's all going on with that, I'm going to skip the tutorial, which will basically put me into a state of what happens when you advance your map later on, which we'll cover that in the end. But you're able to start a community in one map, move them to another to continue your adventures, and when you do that, the cutscene that plays at the beginning of our playthrough today will be the same thing you'll experience at that point. So that'll make more sense in a few minutes here. I was thinking, since we will have a variety of people dropping on in to play the game and to join in the community here, I think we'll start with a standard. This game is incredibly customizable, which I love that so much about it. There's so many ways to tweak it to your liking, and I think that's so nice. I talked about that a couple streams ago, and this is one of the prime examples right here. So green zone, standard, dread, nightmare, and lethal. As you can probably tell, easy, normal, hard, very hard, lethal. So I usually play on dread zones outside of this, but I thought to get started, we start with a standard, kind of get the lay of the land, see where we end up, get everyone acclimated and accustomed to how we play the game here. So that's what I was thinking. But while you're saying yay or nay to that, we can bump it up, bump it down. We can always customize that as well. But I just want to shout out everyone who is saying hello. Blue-Eyed Scotty, hello all. Von Fink, hiya everyone. Miss Marin saying welcome back, and hello to you all. Wonderful to see you. Looks like Blue-Eyed Scotty is on vacation all week, just relaxing. Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your vacation to come hang out with us here. It is always a pleasure to have you around, my friend. And Von Fink, I'll be home in a little bit to watch the stream. Figured I'd listen while I drive. Well, I sincerely appreciate you giving me some time while you're out there on the road. Please drive safe. We are at the beginning cusp of a potential large snowstorm here in the old frozen North Minnesota. So our time has come. We've had a luxury of a couple weeks of warmth. So I'm not surprised that today will be the beginning of a few days of some deep snow. But that said, so I'm just going to go ahead and make the decision except on the standard zone. We'll start with that, and I'll show you all the customization. Like I said, the first hour or so, we're going to kind of go through all the details that you can enjoy and customize to your liking. Now, this also is where I wanted your opinion. I love all the maps. I think they're a lot of fun, and they all have really cool, unique elements to them. Now, what I usually do, since I've played this game so much, I've done so much with it, I've spent so much time here, I love, and my favorite part of any sort of zombie fiction and survival stuff like that, is the randomness. I love the random nature. I've talked about a board game called Dead of Winter, and they have a phenomenal way of creating randomness in that board game even. But more to this point, whenever I choose a new map with a new community, I typically do random, because then it's obviously random, as you can probably tell. But that said, we have Trumball Valley. This map is actually the first game, State of Decay 1. This is the original map from that game, and I love that they brought it over to this. Very updated with not only the visuals, but the way that they've changed it, because it's not just the same exact map. They've added a lot more difficulty, a lot more nuance to what's going on with it. So very cool how they did that, and I love playing back on that map. A lot of fun. Providence Ridge, this is going to be more of like a very foresty and mountainous region. I would say this is a bit more of an advanced map, but very, very fun, and I feel like there's a lot of peaks and valleys and a lot of fog in this one. Cascade Hills, this one is going to be more neighborhoods, nice and fairly flat with, I'm pretty sure there is just some nice rolling hills as the name implies. It's not terribly obstructive in its getting around ability, you know what I mean? Meager Valley, as the name implies, the valley, you're in these deep trenches with a couple high rises and this and that, but this is probably, if I'm being honest, my least favorite map. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but that said, that does always make it kind of cool, and there's some really fun bases here, but this one is, in all honesty, this one is my least favorite. Drucker County, of course, this one has a giant cowboy hat for a water tower. What more do you need to know? It's pretty awesome. This one is very cool, very interesting. I've kind of went back and forth on how much I like it or not, but I do have a good time with it. So while we're seeing all that, Blue Eyed Scotty, you keep that snow out there. Fine, we will. We got to do what we got to do. I will certainly do everything I can to keep it on this side. Absolutely. So what do you think, friends? I think that we go random, but I would love to hear your input. So if you have any thoughts, let me know. Let me know what we're thinking here. But yeah, how have you been aside from vacations and all that? So actually, no, including vacations, how's your week been? Hopefully the vacations are going very well. Hopefully everyone that has been joining us outside of these streams is doing well also. And yeah, it was so exciting. If I get a little I feel a little nostalgic for Valheim all of a sudden. I'm like, man, I feel like I haven't played that in years. Like I've left it behind somehow, and I'm saddened by it. But I'm so happy to be doing this. But what an epic journey last week, defeating the Queen. If you didn't watch that stream, go back and watch it right now, because the real ones put on a show, put on a clinic of taking down the Queen. Absolutely phenomenal, a lot of fun, and kind of tying a neat little bow on the Forsaken battles over in Valheim. So that's a whole playlist. While softly completed, there's still a lot more to do. I think that is definitely something, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. A lot of fun was had, and a couple tours of some excellent builds as well. So I'm going to take Miss Marin's advice and say random is my vote. Let fate decide. I agree. So let's go ahead and just do random. Now, whenever you start a new map, if you do it the way that I did it, and you skip the tutorial, or if you have past communities, you will see some of these. So these are legacy boons. If you have completed a difficulty level, so we're in the standard zone, as you can see at the top of each one of these, I've completed the standard zone with the 4 different leader types. I'll cover more of that in a little bit, but all of those leader types give you a boon after you've completed that difficulty level with them. We're not going to use any today because it does make it a lot easier, and so I'm not going to run you through what all of these are right now, but they're very, very helpful boons that you can start your map with and give you a great leg up if you want to get going right away. Or, you know, honestly, if you get into nightmare and lethal zones, sometimes it's like, give me a little breather, give me something to benefit, and these make it a lot easier. So we're going to skip them today, but I love these, and they're a lot of fun, and they can definitely make your adventure a bit more easily. We'll skip that for now, because we now have the most difficult part. This is where, as a veteran of this game, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want to recruit initially. For the most part, I always like the randomness of it, but I'll dismiss some people to pick others because I'm looking for a certain thing or a certain skill set. And today's going to be tough because I'm going to leave that again up to you, friends. So we've got 3 empty survivor slots. Do I hit random on 111? Just choose the first 3 that come out? Do we do a couple rolls of the dice? I think fairness is fairness, and we could just do random, just one time through, and then we get going. Actually, I think it's probably the best way, because if I see one person, I'm going to get too attached, or I'm going to hate him too much, I'm going to want to dismiss him right away. So I think first choice, best choice. Gotta roll with it, gotta live with it. You never know what the apocalypse is going to give you. So yeah, so we got to do it. But while you're here, and before I select my 3, you'll see 2 options on the bottom. You can see recruit or random. All of your past, well, a lot of your past survivors can be kept in what's called the legacy pool. And the legacy pool allows you to recruit them to be a part of a future community, which is super cool, because if you kind of want to make your Frankenstein version of your best community, this is a great way to do it. It's a really fun way. So I'll just give you an example just in case. So like I've got all these people here that have been with me through other adventures, and they've all leveled up, they've all done that stuff. Some of them have this little orange symbol, and that indicates that they were a leader of mine that completed that storyline. So, and you can bring them back numerous times. I do have so many people, and what I love is that Undead Labs, who makes this game, actually it upgraded that. I think it only used to be like 20, maybe 30 people in the survivor pool, and now that's 50, and I think that's much better because there's so many cool characters that you get really attached to be totally honest. But so now that we're back here, we're going to choose 3 random people. We're going to drop in, we're going to start the community on a random map. So settle in, real ones. Thank you so much once again for joining me on this wonderful Monday night. I sincerely appreciate you being here, coming on back for something a little bit outside of our normal comfort zone of the last year, and kind of leading up to some upcoming streams that are more in the post-apocalyptic genre. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Boom, boom, boom. So we have Humberto O'Keefe. I do like that character face. That's cool. He's a sewing person, which I think is actually, it's not a terrible one, so that's pretty good. I'm okay with that. We also have a craftsman with Liz, or Liz. It's Elizabeth Rosa. So I want to say Liz. I'll call her Liz. And then Bodhi, see, I love this. Okay, this is actually a pretty good lineup. So Humberto is a builder. Liz and Bodhi are both traders. I love the trader. I think that's a great one. You can see their initial stats. Everything starts with a baseline of 0, and then there's a few moderations from there. Okay, so this is very interesting, though. So this is very interesting. You can also go into each survivor and kind of get a better idea of what those stats show you, and if you want to stick with them or not. So in this situation, I typically, if I was being picky, I would probably swap out Humberto. But honestly, I love his name. I like the face model. I like the fact that he's a builder and sewing. Let's just see what it does. Who knows? And yes, he's a nudist, so it's got to be good for something in the apocalypse, right? I think. Well, anyway, so we've got Liz, we've got Bodhi, we've got Humberto. I feel good about this, and you'll also see down here in Bodhi, she has an open slot. Those survivors are very, very useful because you can teach them a skill, which is super handy. And if you find somebody you absolutely love, you'll come across some people with a blank space, and it's like, yes, I can make them exactly what I want. So that's actually really fun. And Alfie Guilford dropping into the chat. What's up, my friend? Welcome back. Welcome back. Great to have you. You are just in time. As we hit this button, we will start our brand new community. We're going to be dropping into a random map, and I'm very excited about this. Alfie says, doing pretty good, thanks. How are you? AJ Grog, happy Monday. Let's go. What's up, buddy? Look at this. We got some friends in the chat right away. I love it. You are both right in time to start up our brand new community. This is very, very cool. I think my gut says that this is... Drucker County, I think. But so this little cutscene right here, this is what happens every time you move maps. And
it looks better than the last couple of towns we came through.
Last couple of towns must have sucked. It's good to see everyone saying hello. I love that so much. It always warms my heart seeing the real ones get along. Now, I do want to give a little heads up.
Yeah, you're going to set up
your new base. Great. Yeah. What else?
We just have to find a spot that's defensible.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe with some room to expand.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to try to find gas. So, here's the thing. I do just want to give a quick little heads up. We're all of, well, we're on the internet, so, you can watch whatever the hell you want. But, this game will definitely be more viscerally violent, and there is some cursing, some pretty intense swear words. At times, there's some characters that just can't stop swearing, and it gets a little obnoxious. But just as a heads up, if you're uncomfortable with that, or if you got little ones in the room that you don't want to hear that, sometimes there will be some expletives and some gruesome attacks. So, welcome to State of Decay, friends. It is so great to be here. So you start off with your 3 survivors out in the wild with a dead car, and typically the car will have rucksacks. I always like to take these rucksacks, and you can actually interact with your other survivors and make them carry your stuff, which is great. So this is Umberto's backpack. I can go into my inventory and give him that rucksack so that when you go home, he can drop that off. I'm going to do that one more time with Bodhi. Or no, I'm Bodhi. I'm going to do that with Liz. So I'm just going to access her stuff, go into here, give her that. Sometimes it's actually pretty hilarious. Sometimes you'll open your trunk of your gassed out car, and there will actually be a gas tank, and it's like, I don't know how y'all survived this long. Okay, where are we? Okay, so Drucker County. I believe I was right. Okay. So we're going to get to a base, and then at that point we'll kind of chat about really the overarching style of the game. All right. Miss Marin says, I've been playing on my own time recently to refresh how the game works, and I have a character who is my leader who swears in every sentence he says. It gets old. There are some characters that, like I said, just cannot help themselves, and they are just cursing up a storm every chance they get. It's funny for the first little bit, and then that's about it. Okay. So in every map that you get to, you will have kind of like the starter home, your base level that you can get to. It won't cost you anything, I don't think, to get in there. And as the game is kicking off, by the way, as more combat is going, let me know if the audio levels are working for you, and that the slicing and groaning and moaning isn't too overpowering with my voice as well. So let me know if it's all sounding okay. But lucky us, we are going to Santa's house. Audio levels are good, says Miss Marin. Thank you so very much. Awesome. It's always kind of tough to know. There's a lot of squelching and squishing. I never noticed Santa's little sled and reindeer up there. That's pretty hilarious. Awesome. Oh, nice. Miss Marin says, also, I'm just getting my brand new community to their first house, so can I come into your game with you? Yes. So I was going to get to this base and then show everyone kind of how this all works, because it's pretty cool. And I think, especially compared to what we've dealt with in the past, the Undead Labs did a great job of networking and all that stuff. I haven't done it on a stream yet, of course, as you all know, but I'm excited to see if it's as smooth as I think. Okay, so pretty much every starter house is identical in all the different maps, and you're gonna have to clear it. Where is that? Oh, nice, there it is. Okay, so that's an armored zombie right there. Cool. AJ says, I will try and stick around for as long as I can, but the Wi-Fi in the house is a little sketchy. Well, hey, not a problem, my friend. Thank you so much for being here nonetheless. Do appreciate you dropping in. Always a great time to see you stop on in. All right, so the home has been cleared. That'll do for now. I like Bodhi's accent. I'm glad we went with Bodhi. That's awesome. All right, so when you get to a house, you'll see these this little lantern that typically indicates your base interaction point. That's the same thing with the outposts. We'll cover that in a little bit. Once you're here, boom, claim it and move in. We have a home. How exciting is that? We have a home, our first one in the apocalypse. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but it will work for now. Okay. We will need those to improve this place. All right. So now that we're here, I'm going to show you kind of how this all works with the multiplayer aspect. So if you're playing on your own and you have multiplayer, host multiplayer selected, as in right here, you go into multiplayer. If you have this toggled on, you will not be able to pause. You cannot pause. And so as you can see now, everything's still moving. So that makes it a little bit trickier. I do want to point out as well, if anyone does want to join in, like I said, I threw all of the information that we're going to need in the Discord at Realgrogg. But if you want to, friend me on Xbox, and it will make it a lot easier to connect through the game. And I'm going to send an invite to Miss Marin right now. That is on the way. So whenever she wants to drop in, she'll be able to go ahead and do so. And I'm just going to leave that for now. But so a couple things though, if you are coming into the world, or if you're planning on playing at all, this game there is perma-death. So if you get torn apart by zombies, that character, they gone, they long gone. So definitely be aware of that as you're adventuring into the wild post-apocalyptic Drucker County with me. Even if you're coming in as a guest, you can still die. That's hilarious. AJ says, also the voice of Bodhi sounds a whole lot like Sadie from RDR2, Red Dead Redemption 2. Could be hearing things because I've been grinding on that game. What do you think? 100%, brother. 100%. That is hilarious. And Sadie, the greatest character in video game history. She is phenomenal. And if Rockstar is smart, the next thing they do, Red Dead 3, you're Sadie in South America. If they don't do that, they've missed out, and they do not deserve anyone's money anymore. And I think they've made enough money for a few lifetimes now, so we're good. Okay, but so permadeath, that is a thing. Definitely be aware of that. Even if you come in as a guest into somebody else's world, you can die, but I will do everything I can to defend you. Okay, but so now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and see. So, at your base, you can then interact with your actual base itself. You can go room by room and do this in person, but you can kind of get this overview of everything. So from the top down, this resource box, this shows you what I currently have for resources in my base. So my food, everything's really low. Everything is super crazy low. Ammo and fuel in particular are out. Food, we have enough for a couple days. And medicine, of course, is a whole thing. This will give you a great glimpse of what you need, but if you want even more, you can just click on it, and that will show you everything that's being used, what you're earning and losing in a day. You can see my survivors are eating 3 food per day, and so far we're not using up anything else, which is good. And the food is surprisingly one of my least concerns. This community tab will show you everyone that you have, what they do, how many beds you have and need, and the labor, which is this little shovel symbol here in the middle. That shows you kind of what you can build and how quickly. So I'll show you what I mean. This slot up in your base here, which you can see all these cool little rooms give different benefits, different options, and things that you need to survive in the post-apocalypse. So this trash, we don't need trash to survive. So I'm going to clear that, and you'll see that that used 2 labor. So 2 out of 3 people are now being taken up, which means that I only have 1 remaining. Easy, right? Easy enough, right? So this action takes 2 people. And so let's see if I can build anything outside. So for my first place, I always like to put down a workbench, because you need one to repair your gear, and when you're starting off and you're using tire irons and pointy sticks to try to keep you alive, the workshop is necessary to just repair things, keep it clear. We don't have any more labor right now. We've got 10 seconds left on this. We've got a minute left on that. So everything will move along at a relatively good pace. And also, since we have a construction person, which I think was Bodhi, right? Or no. Liz is my construction person, and so she actually speeds up the process of building. So construction is a great skill to have. But while I'm here, Umberto, let's go ahead and switch. I'm just going to switch to him real quick, and I'm going to have him drop off all that beautiful medicine. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and clear some space. Now, this is how I like to get started. Miss Marin, I did throw you an invite to the game. If you need me, I'll just send another one just in case. Sometimes with Xbox, it's so easy to miss them, I notice. I miss them all the time when I get invited. Oh, yes. And you get a random name, and we are lost. Not the lost, just lost. I'm very happy with that name. Miss Marin says, how fun, AJ. That's one of my favorite games ever, in reference to Red Dead. I spent a lot of time in that game and even more time online for a while. Loved that era of my gaming. You know, what a phenomenal time. I spent most of COVID playing, most of the lockdowns playing that online. And man, what an under-supported bit of incredible gaming. That was so much fun to play. And I feel like Rockstar just, they ignored one of their best IPs. Okay, we have all of our labor back, so before we go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and get the beds in here fixed as well. Because the goal, dear friends and viewers, the goal of the overarching community, the entirety, I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, so my apologies. You know what? Let's just go explore and talk. So the overarching theme, the idea, the goal, the mission of this game is twofold. First things first, all of these red skulls, which, believe it or not, are not good places to be. I know, it's difficult to tell that right away. Those are plague hearts. That is the new addition in State of Decay 2, which produces this giant, terrible cloud of death. And the first goal is to clear the map of all plague hearts. In a standard zone, there's usually, what's there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, roughly 10. And as you increase in difficulty, they are more durable, there's larger, and it's just insane what happens when we attack them. The goal for today is going to be to take down, hopefully, I want to take down half, or at least enough to be able to move into a new building, because this starter base will eventually become way too small. Now, it looks like Miss Marin did drop into the game, because there's a little blue icon over there. And you'll also see, I thought this was such a brilliant move. Whenever you have a multiplayer game, it's always like you're kind of struggling, or you're fighting over supplies, you're fighting over things to search. And the different colors of, nice, we got some supplies right next door, beautiful. So the blue is only for Miss Marin, that's only hers. The yellow is for me. So I get to search those, she can search hers. Now, as a guest, you typically don't have as many great, awesome, cool things to find, but... Oh, but also... So let's see, what's gonna be... Here's the cheer. The cheer emote. If I don't have waves and bows, let's see what I could... We can salute. Nice and casual-like, very good. We can cry. So, game of the year, right there. But so, as you can see, Miss Marin can search her stuff and find stuff, which is great. Now, all these rucksacks, they will weigh you down. Finding vehicles is great for doing large supply runs, so that as you kind of scavenge neighborhoods and this and that, you can load them up with the heavier gear and big old rucksacks. Boom. You want to do everything in your power to make sure your community is never at zero on any resources. It will always come back to bite you in some way. All right. Go ahead and get in here real quick. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Now, the most satisfying thing is to turn these little white houses into black houses, because they are... That means it's completed. It means you've already scavenged everything you can out of there, and you can move on. You don't have to scavenge anything. You could just... We could try our damnedest just to go punch a plague heart to death, which will not work. I will promise you that right now.
Locked up.
But there is something so satisfying about clearing the entire map and turning it all into safe zones, essentially. But yeah, has anyone, I know Miss Marin has, but has anybody else played any of this or checked it out or had any interest in playing outside of this? Or are you playing anything that's keeping you entertained and happy as clams? I would love to hear what you've been up to. If you haven't already, definitely be sure to swing over to A-Social Gamer and watch DJ Clayton's exceptional side-by-side comparison of The Last of Us playthrough. In case this isn't getting your zombie fix, that will definitely do it, because it has been a lot of fun over there. He's doing a great job, and the quality week by week is improving more and more. That fellow's really a fast learner. So, and if you've been watching the show, it's been really cool to see a side-by-side playthrough with that phenomenal HBO series. So, definitely go show them some love. I know a lot of the real ones have already done that, and I sincerely appreciate you supporting each other, because that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? We're here for each other. I'm here for you. You're here for me. It's just good. All right, so nice. So we have found our first handgun. Now, this is not really what I would want to use, but hey, right now, we're brand new. We're brand new, baby. We need all the help we can get. And a revolver is pretty solid. Now,
if I let that screamer see me, I'm gonna have company.
Okay, so there are four different types of freaks. Which, if you've ever played a zombie game, it makes sense. They would have some sort of freak or some sort of thing. And in this case, we have screamers, bloaters, juggernauts, and ferals. All of them suck in their own regard. And the oops, actually, you know what? I'm going to hold on to a lot of these bullets. Yeah, I always like to use 22.22 ammo to train my shooting skills. Because it's fairly plentiful, and I don't really, I think they're a good round to kind of train with. Which, to kind of give more details on that, let me run you through that real quick. So, you go in your inventory tab here. This is everything in your backpack. This is currently what I'm carrying, what's equipped. And on either side, you'll see all of this stuff. Now, this is where my discipline is really going to be tested, because all of these things, through my previous playing, has allowed me, and just the DLC packs that Undead Labs releases all the time, there are all these incredible different drops you can call in from the radio, and you can get weapons, and you can get these awesome badass vehicles, and you can get all this stuff from other variants of the game, and so many things. But I can't use any of it because it just wouldn't be right. It's like cheating. It's not cheating, but it's, we're doing this the hard way. So those are all there. But so we've got the radio there. You can also, if you have a doctor or you have allies that are doctors, you can actually call in a radio to have them heal you, which is pretty cool. There's a cooldown, of course, but okay. I did also want to see what. Well, I'll cross on a bit. But actually, the last thing I want to show you. So this right here. When I played State of Decay 1, I didn't know this screen existed for way too long, like way too long. And what each one of these categories does is you can level each one up: cardio, wits, fighting, shooting. All of those improve, and when they get to the 7th star, you then get to choose a specialty in each of those categories. And we'll cover that in a little bit. And so I have a few tips and tricks to kind of get all that stuff warmed up or leveled up pretty quickly, especially the cardio. Early game, run everywhere. Run everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And take along as many snacks as you can carry, because they are so handy to instantly refill your stamina bar, which will then allow you to keep on sprinting. So yeah, like everywhere I go, I'm going to be sprinting. And actually, I think I heard we have a mission, right? Okay, so this person up here, this character, I'm sorry, this enclave is asking, it's a cure for all seasons. And I do know what they want, so we're going to try to track down some plague samples, which is this disgusting mass of zombie viscera that apparently is used for medicine. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but hey. But so we'll try to bring some of that to them. And as I'm searching, you can also see, I can show you what I'm collecting too. I know I might be going a little fast for some people on that, but a lot of it is just like seeds and occasional weapons and this and that. But I'll try to go a little slower if people want to actually see what I'm picking up. So you can search, and you can just kind of casually do it, nice and quiet, nice and slow, and hope that nothing goes wrong. Personally, I'm impatient, and I like the challenge of bringing a lot of zombies to me all at once. So instead of this, I'll actually hold shift, or I think on Xbox it is right bumper, and you can actually do it much quicker. You can accelerate the process of searching. So I do it really quick, but with that, you have a very high risk of creating a loud noise that will then bring in a lot of zombies. So it's kind of up to you. The risk reward is good, because sometimes you just want to get in, get out, and see what you can do. All right. So a lot of the things I'm gathering so far in this house is just like stuff that will eventually make better bombs and things that you kind of need to upgrade part of your home. Which, speaking of which, so the early game, there's always a lot to kind of undertake and to think about. And and you know, when you're brand new, there's a lot to take on. So you got to stay alive. You got to, you know, make sure that you're stocked up and everything's fine and healthy. Your weapons aren't breaking and all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, take your time. Go into your base screen whenever you think you have a down moment and make sure everything's upgraded, everything's built that's going to give you the best chance of survival. It's going to help you immensely to do so. So we have a workshop. It's built. We can't upgrade it yet because I just need some more materials. I need some more scraps of circuitry. All that will come with time. No problem. We also should definitely get an infirmary. Build an infirmary, get one in. You'll be happy you did. It'll help. It'll help a lot. Obviously, it's an infirmary. You know, it's good stuff. You have a command center that kind of helps with your outpost limits. And what I mean by that is oops, sorry, wrong button. Is right here on the side. Right now we only have 2 outpost slots. That kind of sucks, but we can upgrade that with modifications later on. And these will be super useful. And especially as Miss Marin and I are out here scavenging, I'll show you how it's helpful and a good way to kind of use it to your advantage. Back in the old days, you used to put this giant circle around my home base. That was kind of what an outpost would look like. And it actually had tripwires that whenever a horde would pass through it, it would actually explode the entire horde. And so outposts definitely had a very useful and like strategic sort of placement to them. And now they've nerfed them a little bit in the modern day. But hey, let's just shoot something. It's a nice little pop. This, for so many reasons, this is my favorite zombie game. I love it. I think the balance of everything is so satisfying. There's enough humor in it to keep it balanced, and it doesn't take itself so seriously that it's obnoxious. You know what I mean? It's a refreshing change of pace. Now, I don't really need any of this stuff right now, but I like to clear the house entirely. And this will actually give me an opportunity to show you what I mean with the outpost usage. Oh, nice. Miss Marin corrected me. Left bumper for sprinting. Very good. That was my biggest shift with this game, is I played it my entire career with an Xbox controller. And then I downloaded it on my computer, and it's a completely different, you know, sort of scheme to learn. And I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And it makes a lot of sense now. I actually really like it on the computer, but I found out. So I have a metal desk, and I realized that the controller does not connect to the Bluetooth very well through the metal desk, believe it or not. And Miss Marin says, yes, I'm playing on the computer right now. Indeed, I am. Yes, yes, yes. Which is pretty slick, I gotta say. It's really, really nice. Here they come. I would love to try it on a modern, updated, on the newest Xbox. I would love to see it on that, but I think that it looks really nice on the old computer here. But this game has always been, in my opinion, really beautiful for what it is, and the environmental storytelling is second to none. It is the absolute best. There's going to be moments later on where we're going through a house, and I'm just going to have us look at some stuff, because it's like, wow, that's very, very cool. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're getting, you know, this initial neighborhood is doing us pretty well with giving us a little bit of goodies. Now, I'm just going to take 16, I'll take 17. Because that will give me 2 full reloads on this revolver, because this one has a nice 8-round cylinder, which is great. Yeah, Miss Marin says, I'm impressed and happy there's crossplay. Me too. I was a little concerned. With if it was going to work or not, and I'm so happy it seems to be working very smoothly, which is great. So that makes me very, very happy. From a bit earlier, yeah, AJ saying, Sadie, I'm praying in terms of the next Red Dead game. I really hope that I'm correct and that they'll give Sadie the game that she deserves. Okay, so I just found a gas can, and that's great. I could go back to the car that we started this game with, and I could fuel that up, bring her back to base, and I may just do that. I may do that. We'll see. We'll see what we find. Oh, nice. I did not expect to find materials in a gas station. Okay, cool. So this is a prime example of wanting to have a car, because you can see I've got a rucksack on my back, and I've got 2 more food rucksacks here in the store. So I wish that I had a trunk to throw it all in. So a good way to find said car, find a vantage point, and this will help you out so much, especially early game, but really any time. Take the time. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Sometimes it's a little out of the way, but get to a vantage point, get to a high spot, and they're marked as these binoculars on your map. Once you're up here, you aim your gun, and that will allow you to scan, and any question mark,
Other survivors, keep your guard up.
boom, will show you
I bet that engine
what's around here. So boom, look at that cargo van. I love the cargo vans. They are great. And it sounds like Miss Marin's got a little ride of her own. Oh, nice. She went back and got the Miagra. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Nice. So that could use a gas tank. All right. Now, admittedly, dear friends, I did turn up the gamma on this to make the brightness a bit better, because the nighttime in this lasts a long damn time. It's essentially the swamps all day. And I just thought it gets very dark. It gets very dark in there, and
starting to fade.
and so I'm hoping that it'll be balanced enough, because the night is great. It's a lot of fun with how dark it gets, but as a viewer, I hope it'll be fine. I hope it'll be fine. So keep me posted on your opinions of all that. I would love to hear it. All right, 1 more food rucksack. Now, you've noticed that Miss Marin and I have kind of been in different spots for most of this playthrough so far. She's been able to scavenge her stuff. I've been able to scavenge mine, and you're free to kind of do some of that. But there is a limit. This giant red circle is essentially the limit of what your guests can venture out to. So if she were to run here, and I was where I was, it would actually tether her back to me. So sometimes you can use it. Sometimes you can use it strategically to be whisked back to where you want to be really quickly, which is great. And sometimes it's really annoying, because you're trying to scavenge something, and all of a sudden you go, no, and you get pulled away from everything. All right, so we got a rucksack of materials. That is excellent. We got a zombie coming right behind us. Ooh, nice, a portable generator. So now this modification will allow me to put that into 1 room and then power it up using some fuel, and I can then get power to that room. So we have a couple of great options. We have our med station, or infirmary. Oh, nice! And Miss Marin fueling up the cargo van as well. Hell yeah. That is good stuff right there. AJ says, I'll be back shortly. Not a problem. Take your time. Just leave the stream running. Okay, but so as we're probably all very familiar, this game, much like Valheim, has a stamina meter for its for combat, for running, for everything. And on the bottom left of the screen, you'll see the mini-map, a blue line and a red line. Obviously, the red is going to be your health. The blue is going to be your stamina. And so you really want to manage that nicely. There's been some really close calls in playthroughs of mine in the past where, oof, it does not go terribly well. Okay, so Miss Marin is heading back home, it looks like. Very good. The one thing that really does suck, I will say about this, is there is no sleep function. There's no way to skip through the night or anything like that. So you basically, the time you got is the time you got. So you have to get through it just the best way you can and hope for the best. And I'm hoping in the future that they also introduce more weather elements. I think that this game would be incredible in the pouring rain. I've always thought that'd be such a cool thing, or even the snow would be really awesome. And they've never done that, but hopefully, with State of Decay 3, 1, hopefully it'll be out this year. 2, hopefully it will introduce some more elements like that, some more environmental stuff. Okay, oops. Now what's great is you can actually deposit everything from your backpack, from the trunk, straight from the trunk, right into the into your base. So all those goodies are just placed right where they need to be, nice and easy, and you're good to go. Okay, so a quick little review. We have started to scavenge the immediate area around us. I would say that this this next strip here is going to be the best bet. We've got a gun shop, we've got a medical station, so that's actually this is a really great place to start. We got a little tartan mart, so kind of like a little supermarket, corner store, bodega. So all this stuff should provide some really good stuff to get our base jump started, get some really good materials, and we need some ammo as well. So we've covered the base screen. Now we're covering the community screen. This is where you'll see all of your phenomenal survivors and you can see their stats, but also this open blank silhouette. This is your leader space. It could be any of these three, or you could wait until it could be one of the last things you do. You could take out all the plague hearts and be hours and hours into the game. You could be well established and still not have a leader, which your community will complain about incessantly, and you'll be like, okay, fine, I'll just pick somebody to shut you up. But take some time, think about who you want, and that's when we come back to, where is it? Where's that little thing? Wherever it showed us on this character that they, I believe this guy is a trader. I think he's either a builder or a trader. Where is that? Why can't I find that? Well, can't find it right now. But either way, you'll select them based on what their leader type is. They'll have certain goals and benefits to playing as them and promoting them to the leader. Miss Marin asks, what is the name of your community again? These are the Lost. So actually, yeah, I was wrong. It's not just Lost. It is the Lost. But so you'll see all these different stats, all that stuff, and you can go through each individual, and you can, kind of see what they're all about, see what their citizen standing is as well. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So this will show you their leadership style. She's a trader. And Bodhi is also a trader. And so you, Umberto, are a builder. Very good. So you'll see on Umberto, we have an exclamation mark on his wits category. This will allow me to go into here and I can choose between these two. They're different for everyone. It always changes. You'll find some patterns in characters and how the game kind of programs all that in. But his right now are stealth or discipline. Now, out of these two, I almost would always go discipline. That is personally my favorite. It increases your stamina, your light encumbrance limit, and your weapon durability. That's phenomenal, the light encumbrance in particular, because you have a certain level until you are carrying too much and you get tired quicker and you can't run as long. And by having discipline selected, which I'm just going to do that now, shabam, now I gain a plus 15 to that, which is a massive bump. And I'm hoping in my gut, I feel like he's going to end up being a heavy weapons user, which they're rare. I like them. They're a lot of fun to use. And sometimes I'll even hold off on choosing specialties until I have all the other skills laid out so I can really see how I want to shape the character. But sometimes you can kind of see where it's going to go and you just go with it, or you just go with your gut. There's really, there's always room to think it through. Okay, so community tab, boom, covered. All right, so night is here in earnest. So let's take another moment. Let's check out our base screen again. So our workshop is there. We've got an infirmary. We also have one more blank spot. So we could do food, but frankly, I think food is actually pretty easy to get, especially in a standard zone. I'm never too concerned about that. You could build a toilet, which is a nice little morale boost. You could build a gym or a shooting range, which will increase shooting or melee skills and stamina, of course. You have your defense and utilities. We can actually build a generator or a rain collector. Those two things will give you power or water. Extremely important for so many facilities, but also for your morale. Really helpful. And sometimes with these early stages, I'll just do the water or something like that, just to bump the morale up. Everyone's pretty happy right now. We're stable in our morale. So I do think, based on what we have, actually, I think, yeah. let's just get a rain collector. We'll get some water. It just makes people happy, you know, and you can do some fun stuff with it. So with that, you can also see we have a modification available to us, which personally, I think we should probably put it in the workshop, you know? So this portal generator, you just click it in and it'll take, you know, 5 minutes or so and get that squared away. Once that's ready, you can activate it. That'll give power to the workshop and you can do a lot more projects with that. So pretty cool. Okay, Miss Marin has a waypoint set there, and we've got all this down here. So I think I'm going to meet her. I'm actually going to drive to this construction site. I'm going to take the cargo van, and I'm going to go to the construction site. Liz is building the water collector. Thank you, Liz. All right, so we got an empty trunk there on the thing. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I'm just going to go ahead and deposit this. So look at this. Like I said, we've already got, that just bumped us up to 14 foods. We're good for, if we have 3 people here, 3, 6, 9, 12, you know, that's easy 4 days. All right, and we'll also drop this off. Boom. I'm sure it will happen later, but there is actually, if you overstock your stuff, if you have too much space, or I'm sorry, too many goods and not enough storage, you'll lose it. It will actually get destroyed, or some things will happen to it. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. But there's ways to utilize your materials to the best of their ability, which is pretty cool. Oh, Miss Marin, sorry, I think I might have taken off when you're trying to get in the van. All right, I'm just gonna run up to here, and then actually, you know what? We're gonna go find some blood plague. We're gonna go find some zombies and try to gather their disgusting viscera, because our neighbors want it, and we're a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor, we bring you zombie guts. You're welcome. All right, especially early days, good to check out these construction sites, because materials are super important early on, just to make sure your base can be built up, and also it's kept in good repair, because if you don't have enough materials in your base, things will break as well, and you'll take a hard hit there. All right, so we got some scraps. We've got another backpack of materials, which is great. Miss Marin's out killing stuff. That's awesome. I went pretty quick there, but you'll also see I gathered up another mod, a pallet storage that will give me some extra room to store stuff, which is great. Very handy. Boom. All right. All right. Boom. All right, now you've probably seen my inventory is getting pretty full, and these all modifications are crazy heavy. It takes a lot out of your survivor to carry that around, and this up here, the traveling heavy, that big red line, that's something you always want to keep your eye on. When I was talking about the light encumbrance limit earlier, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you can see it, but between the H and the E, there's a little line, and that little line indicates your light encumbrance limit. So if I kept everything in my inventory below that line, my survivor would have no problem running around. And okay, Nat, it's all good. And they can just run and run, no problem, you know, especially with a certain skill later on. Okay, we're gonna try to look at these guys. So the big bad in this game, the big bad is the blood plague, which these red-eyed walkers are infested with. And I like hunting them at night because you can see where they are a whole lot easier. Oop, oop. And if they hit you though, oh god! So if they hit you, hey, how about shoot them in the head? If they scratch you, if they bite you, anything like that, you will start to get the blood plague. And again, I was talking about this probably last week, and it bothers me in The Walking Dead that, like, a scratch. Okay, I just heard what sounded like a coyote, and I've never heard that before. That was kind of cool. Also kind of sad. But It's like there's no way that everybody went through the whole Walking Dead story and never got a friggin' scratch. That's what I really like about State of Decay, is the buildup of the blood plague. I think makes a lot more sense as like a a virus that you have to fight, and you can actually make a little cure for it later on too. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've been saying on how to optimize the outpost usage. First, we just got to clear this out. Nice, and you did. Okay, so that, okay, perfect. So that right there is a blood plague sample. Lovely, isn't it? Now that we're gonna need at least one more, probably two more, to satisfy our neighbor's need for it. Oh, right, my dumbass though. So you actually can't even choose an outpost within the radius of these plague hearts. The air filled with these nasty flecks of red, the plague itself, they keep you from being able to set up shop. So we'll have to take care of that before we do anything. All right, and one more thing. I'll just leave the gas tank so you can see now I'm traveling light. I'm good, light and breezy, happy as a clam. So always try to keep your limit under in the traveling light category, just to make it a lot easier on you. Because combat-wise, if you're way down, whoo boy, you'll get dead real quick. All right. Oh no. So I'm the Lost, and apparently Miss Marin, her community is the Whippoorwills. The most intimidating name of any survivor group possible. The Whippoorwills.
Damn, this shit is
All right, so you'll see I got another mod, a jug of pesticide. So if I had a farm, I could install that, and it would increase the yields from that farm by eliminating the bugs that would be making themselves at home in my garden beds. Nice little toolbox. All right, I got another one of these. Now, some things you can stack, some things you can't. Let's see. I wish I had a little scratch on me so I could take my weak painkillers. All right.
I'm starting to fade.
So my boy's getting pretty tired. Oh. All right, cool. So I have found another plague sample. Miss Marin, I'm not sure. Do you have any room for that? For that plague sample? If not, I could just actually. Where's the cargo truck? Where's the van? What the hell did I do with the van? Oh, right. Okay, cool. It's also. Someone's yelling at me. I like that they've actually added the green circle around whatever. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I just acquired some blood plague. It will increase with every chomp you take from a plague zombie. So it'll definitely bump up pretty quickly. If you get attacked by a whole horde and they're all smacking you, whew, yeah, you'll get filled up with some blood plague real quick, which is not good. Just so you know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and refuel the truck while I'm at it. Boom, refueled. All right, drop off some of this. And I'll leave that in there as well. Nice, whole bunch of toolkits. These are probably some of my favorite things in the entire game. I love toolkits because one of the most satisfying things to me is to fix up the vehicles and get them pristine and fueled up. That's kind of a big thing for me. I don't know why I'm so obsessive about it, but I really do like it. Miss Marin, I'm gonna actually back up, and I'm just gonna finish scavenging this house. I didn't get nearly everything, and I think I don't know if that's our Miagra or if that's a different one, but either way. And again, everyone, hopefully the lighting isn't too terrible for you. I think it's looking decent for now. Ooh, Ooh, and we gotta get that. I want to get some plague samples to that group of survivors. Okay, so I'm finding some seeds, some painkillers. Oh, okay, this is great. So this modification, this isn't my favorite one actually, but this is the shotgun ammo press. I could put this in a workshop and I can now make 12 gauge shotgun shells. Super helpful. Very, very helpful. I also found a bottle of American single malt whiskey. Not bad. Or Scotch, actually, it's from Scotland, so never mind. Ooh, nice and peaty. Very good. All right, I'll come back for that. Because typically what I would do is I would make an outpost in this place, and then I would just unload all of my stuff, because you can make an outpost and you can put stuff in your inventory except for rucksacks, and it'll all go to your home base. Really, really handy and helpful to do that. It's like a portal for your goods. Ooh, Screamer, our first freak. I love hitting them with cars. I love it. Love it. All right. All right, I'm just gonna at least talk to these survivors so they know that I'm doing what they need. Ah, terrible shot. All right. All right, so I'm actually probably just gonna trade some things to this group, empty out my inventory a little bit, and then get them those plague samples. Ooh, sounds like they got company. Ah! Wait, am I at the right place? Oh, I'm not even at the right house. Nice. I like that they've taken the time to set up string lights in their apocalypse base. Boom and
Looks like I'm dry on ammo.
all right, buddy. I need to talk to you.
The safest way to collect samples is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart.
Oh yeah, you got all the answers, but can't go get them yourselves, huh? Well, luckily I'm backed by the whippoorwills.
Basically infect their whole environment. It's nasty as fuck. Or you could just destroy the plague heart itself to get a bunch of samples.
Yeah, that's true.
That's more dangerous.
That's true. All right, this man's done trading. Trade. All right. Well, hopefully everyone's having a good time so far. Thank you again for indulging my desire to come try something a bit different.
You don't want to fuck around with this one.
I do appreciate that very much, and yeah, I hope you're all having a good time.
Way to make friends.
I come from a very powerful community called the Whippoorwills. If I want to play Quasi Cupcakes, I will play Quasi Cupcakes. All right. You know what? Probably gonna sell my meat cleaver sooner or later. Okay, my survivor also just got tired. In the bottom left corner, you can see I now have the symbol on my blue bar. That means
Hope that pays off for us.
that means that I'm now very tired, and I will increase my fatigue to a level until I'm just wiped out completely. So you want to at that point switch to a different survivor. All right, I know I got some plague around. Oh, there we go. Nice. I saw a little sample. At that point, you want to just swap out to a different survivor, and it's a good way to, of course, get everyone leveled up as well. Because I think this guy is doing all right. He's doing all right. Nice. So I can now upgrade my cardio, and the best one is marathon. If you can get marathon for your cardio, I highly recommend doing that for almost all of your survivors. So let's see what he's got. Marathon. All right. Especially with those two. Marathon or acrobatics, in my opinion, marathon is hands down the best. Acrobatics is really fun when you're when you're further into the game and you understand the specialties and how to fight with certain characters. It can be a lot of fun for kind of like an off the wall, almost like a lucha libre style fighter. But in the long game, marathon is the best. Essentially, if you keep your encumbrance limit to traveling light, to the green, once you've maxed out your marathon skill, you can sprint indefinitely. And you can actually essentially recharge your stamina while you're sprinting because you're so good at running. So that is a great skill to have, especially in the harder difficulties, in the harder tiers of this game. You actually, the amount of cars that are spawned in the game are far less than standard zone, and the gas depletes quicker. They take way more damage. They explode really fast. Cars are very difficult to maintain in the higher difficulties. So if you have a whole community of marathon runners, you're good, because they don't need any. They can just go. They can just go and go and go. So that always gets my vote. All right, you can see even just in the last couple of minutes, my dude has been getting more and more tired. So my plan is to Miss Marin, where'd you go? She's down. Okay, so she's at the group right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna head to her. I'm gonna give her, or I'm gonna give them these samples, which I think it's just the 2. I think I read. Okay, yep. In the upper right, you'll see that. You'll see that my mission is to bring 2 samples to these guys, and we'll do that now. And you also see, before I do this, in the upper left, the snack scavengers, right underneath their name, it says neutral. That means that we're kind of, you know, we're feeling each other out still. But every time you do favors for a group, that will increase. As you'll see now, it should go to friendly.
These plague samples?
Friendly,
I can
boom.
make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected.
Thanks, Nate.
We're happy to
So always great to get people on your side. I like to do as many communities as I can to get them on my side. Always beneficial. Also, if you don't do something, sometimes even if they're allies, sometimes, not always, but a lot of the times, if you don't actually help a community, they'll just, yeah, they'll say, all right, fine, thanks for nothing, see you later, jackass, and they'll leave. And I'm like, were you really that reliant on me? Like, I feel like you could probably have, you know, done something for yourself. But sorry, Miss Marin, I let you sit in there. It was force of habit. I have to scavenge when I see scavenge. Oops, sorry. Now, I actually just interrupted Miss Marin's that animation right there, so you can actually take enemies from the back. I'll show you how. So if you dodge out of their initial attack, and then you get behind them, you can do a quick finisher, and some characters are actually really good at it with the close combat skill. Oh, my guy's getting so tired. I gotta take him home now. I gotta take him home yesterday. Jiminy Cricket. All right. Now you can see as the crow flies, it'd be easy to take a right and head up into the base, but they certainly like to kind of mess with you with the landscapes around here. It's rare that you're going to be able to go directly over a hill or directly over an area to get to where you want to go. It's always kind of a roundabout way. So we'll go ahead and park back in here really elegantly. That's the word I meant to say. Boom. All right. I'm going to drop some of this stuff off in here. And every time I do this, it will actually increase my character's standing in the community. So I'm hoping to get everyone. Okay, so we've ran out of space for materials. So that means I want to make something with materials immediately. I want to get that going immediately so I don't lose any of my goods. But let's go ahead and swap homeboy out. No pasa nada.
We have plenty of space for newcomers. No reason to be unfriendly.
I agree. So that brings up a great point, Liz. Which actually, you know what? Let's become Liz. Yeah. Oh, nice. And she's also got some food to divvy up. So I'm going to drop off her food in the deposit tray.
Bloater before it gets too close.
Where's the bloater? Okay, so you can see we've got a horde outside on either side of our outpost of our base. We've got a bloater down there as well. So nothing too crazy. We can handle that pretty easily, but still disgusting. Filthy creatures. All right. Let's see. So she's pretty. It doesn't take a lot for Liz to be over encumbered. So let's see if we've tracked down any sort of. Nice, like a ultralight pack. These are great. They weigh 0.1 pounds. And so you can fit the same amount as these 4-pound backpacks. You can fit the same amount of gear in there, but they weigh 0.1 pound. So, you know, that's a win. I'm going to give her a nice melee weapon, a nice little light one.
I think we should visit
And I don't have any guns, so she's going to be just a melee for now. Okay. It looks like I have.
Can you come find me?
All right, so Umberto has some problem that he wants to talk about. But he's not in a position to talk about it. But so while we're here and we're waiting for the sun to rise, I've built the water collector. It's now here, so now I can actually go into it, and I can turn it on. And watch this. Oh, so a little bump. Everyone's staying hydrated, so they get +1. Oh, wow, I didn't know Liz was a pessimist, and that actually brings everyone down. Man, Liz, why you gotta be like that? Wow, that sucks. She can become frustrated at only -20 morale. Often the target when conflicts occur. Some people don't get along, and there's personality traits that keep each other in a negative space. So Liz is kind of a brat a little bit. She's got a real stick. All right, now this is a bad idea, but I'm gonna take this horde on because I want her to level up her stuff. And a good opportunity to get your fighting up. But this whole horde will give me blood plague, so you really got to be careful. And utilizing your dodge is a great way to kind of crowd control when you're very low level, essentially. In a Dark Souls kind of fashion, just don't get greedy. Oh, see, I got a little greedy, and I'm getting chewed on. But if you actually time your dodges, so like sometimes the way you move or the way you dodge will put you in a good counter position, you can hit and you can strike back a lot more easily. So I'm pretty wiped out, so I mean I don't have any stamina. There we go, I'm getting a little bit, but not much. Oh. Okay, so this is not going terribly well, but that's okay, because this is kind of, I put myself in this position. Oh, geez, okay, so yeah, so Liz is kind of getting smoked here.
I need to take care of myself.
So now, utilizing gates, things like that, always good, because they will break through. Oh, wow, okay, that was quicker than I was expecting. Alright, so Liz is getting pretty close to blood plague. Oh, Miss Marin coming in hot with the win. Okay, that was pretty badass right there. Thank you for the save. Well, Liz, being the pessimist you are, I'm going to go ahead and swap you out, because that was a really terrible showing. So, Bodhi, you're up. Oh. Yeah, I'll switch. So, you'll often get that little message saying, hey, you've got this survivor that you're active. If you switch, that mission will go away. It'll always come back. You can always do those missions later. Which the game tells you that, but sometimes it feels a little strange to quit, and they're like, hey, be careful. You're like, it's all good.
Feels good to get everything home.
Okay, thank you, Miss Marin, for the supplies. Getting all geared up. Nice. So this is a prime example. You can also go into a closet, into your closet. If you're in your community tab, all of your survivors can be decked out with a whole plethora of cool, different stuff. So I usually wait until I've got them a bit more fleshed out and I know more about them and how they operate before I dress them up, because I don't want to, you want to fit it to their personality, in my opinion. Or you can make them look like a crazy clown. So whatever. All right. Remember what I was saying though about the nights being super long? I think it's like an hour and a half real time of nighttime. I'm pretty sure. So there's actually a mod I found. Okay, so I only have one task right now. So we're getting pretty surrounded. So Miss Marin, I think I want to... Yeah, exactly. I want to start scavenging there. So I want to bring down the passenger van and just load that baby up. Yeah, absolutely. Let's bring 2 cars. There's going to be a lot of goods that we're going to be having down here. Hey, Screamer. Whoop. I really enjoy the driving in these games. It's always felt really good, in my opinion. Alright, so we got another horde right here, so screw them, and another one. So in this standard zone, with the difficulty as it is, I'm not too concerned about beating my car up a little bit, because it can take a fair amount of damage in these, with this level of difficulty. But in later zones, like I said, running through that horde would pretty much destroy your car. Alright. Let's get our scavenge on. Boom. Nice. So as Nat just pointed out, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So even though we're right next to our home base, you don't want to have to run home every single time. And if you are planning on scavenging an entire neighborhood or an entire strip like we're about to do, having a centralized outpost like this is really handy, because then you can just drop everything off that isn't a rucksack. And when you break it down, you'll get some of your influence back. Influence is essentially like the kind of like the currency of this world.
I see how a bit more work might be a good idea.
I hear you. All right, I'm gonna load up the Miagra first with a rucksack. Ah, gun shop. Let's hope for the best here, because we could certainly use a gun. I was thinking about this earlier too. Speaking of crossplay on Xbox, and speaking of Valheim all the time, I think we should try. I think maybe a good time to dip our toes back into the Viking world would be when they release it fully on crossplay for Xbox. They did release that little trailer the other day. Iron Gate Studios released the trailer about essentially what, like actual gameplay of Valheim on Xbox, and I think that's an exciting prospect to see how it's going to go, and I'm sure it's going to be well received. I can't wait to see how many more players join the fray once that's up and running. So very exciting to think about that. Okay, so you'll notice the tactics here. So just really get in, get out, grab your gear, drop off rucksacks so that you're not overly weighed down, and then once you're all square, you head back to your centralized outpost, you drop off the goods that can go right to the base, and it's a really efficient way to just clear out everything you need. You may have also heard my survivor say, you can upgrade this. There's now a feature where you can upgrade your outposts to provide you with more materials or more whatever they provide. So like if it's a food outpost, if you upgrade it, it'll provide obviously more food, which is really, really cool. It costs a little bit more materials, or there's certain balances to it, but it's a great way to upgrade your living situation. A little espresso. Oof, never underestimate a back shed.
Most scavengers focus on big items. If we stock up
Okay,
on
well this one
small
sucked, but that was a bad example. But still.
we need to trade.
So earlier I said that the overarching goal of this. Oh no, I think I forgot to build something. So actually, I'm gonna do that now. Base. So let's upgrade. Yeah, I think we should. We've got 26 materials. We got plenty. This can't hold anything. This also is already installed. So yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our infirmary. That would be really helpful, because now you can actually, I'll be able to treat my blood plague victims much easier.
Ugh, better deal with that bloater before I have to smell it.
Fair enough. Where is our bloater? Oh, wait on the street. Okay. All right, but the upside is we are probably 5 minutes from sunshine. Actual sunshine. That's exciting. It truly is the little things. Yowza. Yeesh.
They all know I'm here now.
But the second part of the two-pronged story of State of Decay, one is, of course, you have to get the Blood Plague under control. That's a must. You got to do it. Can't get around it. Can't do anything until you secure your territory. But from there, your specific leader will have missions that will kind of define their legacy, essentially. And whether that's through war, trade, growth, or, enforcing the law, it will always be a little different. There's similarities, of course, yes. But overall, those are the two prongs. Take care of the Blood Plague and establish your legacy. So today, we're not going to establish a legacy, but I'm hoping that we could at least probably take... I want to get at least 2 more survivors in our community, but then I really want to try to probably move to here. So if we could get 3 people, if we could get 3 more survivors, clear this plague heart, maybe even this one, yeah, absolutely. If we could do maybe these, if we can try to do these 2 plague hearts, move our people into here, then we are good to go. That would be phenomenal. So all that said, looks like Miss Marin is doing some fancy footwork down here, working on a horde, and from the sounds of it, she threw down a firecracker, which draws them really nicely. But since we're kind of moving on, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to abandon that outpost. So we'll get out of there. But yeah, how's everyone doing out there? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday night. Anything in store for the rest of the week? Are we coming home from vacation, looking forward to our next one? And hell, what 2 weapons would you bring to the zombie apocalypse? And do you already own them, or would you have to try to acquire them? Because I think that's always, it's a fun game to play. You gotta think about the reality though. Like, okay, yeah, I would love to have a samurai sword in the apocalypse, but I don't have a samurai sword. And what if you woke up one day and all of a sudden there's zombies at the door, you know? Yeah, let's be realistic here. Oh, beautiful sunshine. We made it, gang. We made it through the night. I'm guessing in about 10 minutes it'll be dark again, so let's enjoy it while we can. Okay, Miss Marin probably going down and grab that Miagra. Awesome. And then from here, yeah, I think we'll just kind of scoot down the road. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's actually, you know, we've done enough scavenging for now. I think I would much rather do some missions. So I think let's go down to the dirty house and look for luxury goods. So we're kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. But you really want to branch out and get further from your community, because the more you're out, you're often going to come across a survivor in need. It's a radio call that typically comes in when you're pretty close to them. And when that's the case, a lot of times that will lead you to a mission that will procure a survivor that you can usually recruit. So if you when it pops up, oops, jeez. So that's a bloater, by the way. Noxious clouds of disgustingness will expel from their body. So definitely do not inhale it. If you ever drive through a bloater, abandon ship, abandon the vehicle until the cloud has dissipated, because it will kill you quick, especially trapped in a car with it. Nice. I think there was actually another bloater that Miss Marin just took care of. Thank you. Also, tip and trick, my friends. I know I've been throwing a lot at you. Oh, nice. Von Fei saying, trying to get back in the swing of work. I tell you, my friend, that is the hardest part right there, is trying... Oh, actually, that fat bastard. That's the toughest part about vacation. I tell you, I took a little time off between jobs, and getting my... like getting back in the swing of it, yowza. That was tough. Oh, nice. First look. Miss Marin, I do not have any plague samples, unfortunately. But we can definitely try to acquire some. That said, Miss Marin brings up a great point. If you're ever jumping into this game and you're concerned about about your survivor and they're really tired, they're low on health, things are going poorly, you can actually swap out your survivor from my outposts and bases as well, just like it's your own game. So you are not limited to just the one person you bring in. You can rotate survivors out just like anybody else plan, which makes it, takes a bit of the load off. Ooh, nice jackpot. All right, so we're finding some handguns now.
They all know I'm here.
Not finding too much good stuff, but enough to. I mean, a bag of jumbo cotton balls. That'll make somebody happy.
They heard that.
Let's just drop some of that. Let's take the hatchet, and let's go ahead and just. Whatever. All right, fine. I'll drop the cotton balls. Fine. Make me make the hard decisions. All right. But good luck, Von Fink, with getting back into the swing of work. That is always difficult. Okay. How did that mission complete? How did that complete? Okay, interesting. Miss Marin says, I need an outpost real bad. Okay. Well, let's just make one right here then. We'll just do it right here. And yeah, we'll clear this house out. What? I was just inside here. How did I lock the door? I don't even have the
I
keys.
hope nothing heard that.
All right. Claim the outpost. Shabam. Confirm. So now you can utilize this just like it's your own home base. Super handy. Nice, we found some guns, we found a little bit of ammo. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, let's just put it all back. I like to take enough to have at least one more reload in my inventory. Oh man, I'm really hoping though. I think it was honestly the 2020 E3 conference. They had a teaser trailer for State of Decay 3, and even before they announced anything, just the way that it was filmed, the way that it looked, I was like, that's gotta be State of Decay. And it was, and it looked like they're gonna make some really interesting changes.
That ain't half bad.
I mean, this is pure speculation, because they have not said anything about it that I've heard at least. And I mean, I don't deep dive the internet for stuff like that, but it's also like I'll look up, hey, have we heard anything? And often it's a no, but I think I feel like they're going to really lean harder into the old, like actual survival elements.
That's pretty heavy.
And it looked like it was going to be more rooted in nature, or like kind of being out in the wild, which I'm very excited about the prospect of that. That could be super cool if they do it right, which I'm sure they would. Undead Labs, if you haven't played any of their stuff, just makes really good games. I mean, the State of Decay games 1 and 2, even 1 is, well, it was just so good. I loved it so much. Okay, we got one more little shed. So I'm really hoping, so I think our next stop, Miss Marin, is going to be over at that, we're going to take care of this infestation. You gotta stay up in the infestations. They will grow and grow and grow and just keep pumping out hordes of zombies. They draw them in, they keep them, they keep pumping them out. And you can see there's going to be a minimum 10 walkers and 3 screamers. So the screamers, as you start to attack, they'll start yelling, screaming, obviously, and that'll draw in more and more and more. So take them out quick. And let's see, I wonder if I actually have, there's a great way to do this, a nice little setup where you can find, nice, okay, I have a couple Molotovs. And I'm going to do this a little differently. I've got some boom boxes as well. We're going to do it with some boom boxes, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Miss Marin, on me whenever you're ready. I'm just going to go right up the block. I'm just going to get set up, so feel free to take your time. You're well within the range of being close enough to me. You won't get tethered. But so, oh, this is perfect too. So that little hut right there, or that little stone building, water pump station, is full of zombies. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down a boombox. And now I'm gonna go ahead and activate the boombox. And it's gonna start pumping out some sick tunes. Oh, nice. But now, as that boombox draws more and more of them in, Miss Marin, didn't want to light you on fire. So as it kind of gathers them all up, you can kill them in one fell swoop with a Molotov cocktail in particular. A nice batch of fire bottle, and it'll get them squared away. All right. And just like that, infestation cleared. Beautifully done. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So this is the kind of outpost that you want to try to save up your influence for. This is a great place because if you do pick this as an outpost, you'll actually get base-wide water. Super helpful. And this is actually, shoot, I might. How much do I have? I've got 1,000. Okay, so I don't have a lot of it. I mean, this would drain me on the old influence category. I think it's kind of worth it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to abandon this. And I am going to select this as my new outpost. And strategically, you want to look at the map and think about where you would want to go. So I love to choose intersections like this because odds are you're going to be driving down intersections, and having an outpost at nicely placed intersections can be so helpful, and especially if they're scattered throughout the map. Really, really handy. So I'm actually just going to claim this. It does cost 1,000, so it's a big cost, but it will pay off in the long run. So boom, claim that, confirm, because here's the best part.
Outpost is good to go.
We got that outpost. Now we can actually take this and we can destroy the rain collector. We don't need it anymore, which then allows us to open that space up for something more helpful. So we, we've got a med station, we've got a workshop, we've got beds, we've got 3 extra beds. In fact, we've got storage and a kitchen. So we could build a farm, but we've got plenty of places for food. We could build a generator if we once my upgrade to the infirmary is done, I could build a generator, which would, when I use that, would give me base-wide power. And again, a morale boost. I could wait and we could build a latrine. There's a bunch of options now just by getting that outpost set up. And it's a great location, so I feel very good about this.
No room for that.
Miss Marin earlier says, I've never had a character with a southern accent like that. I don't think I've ever had one with one this thick either, and I love it. I'm here for it, as the children say. No, I say it too. All right, that's a full van. Beautiful. Boom. Now they may actually. I think I might have one more space. Nope, that was it. Cool. All right, so we're going to drop this in here. I just have a couple more things to grab from the outpost, and then we can, and let's see. And then where do we go? I really want to try to find some more survivors. So what I'm going to do is in your control center, you can actually, oh shoot, I actually have to upgrade this first. Okay, so we got some work to do. The early game, it's definitely not a fast process, but it is good. All right. So this is a great tactic. What Miss Marin is doing is taking her car, driving between 2 different hordes, and honking her horn, which will draw them both in, and then she'll take that crappy car and just run them both over. Makes it super easy, super handy, and a great way to kind of just clear some space and not have to worry about it. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. She's Pied Pipering them all the way home. And honestly, one of the most satisfying things in this game is just smushing Zeds with the car. Oh, I stole her thunder. I'm so sorry. It just looked so fun. Oh, that was too close for comfort right there. Okay, so since this is actually a very full van, I'm going to drop this off at home, I think. So let's see, Miss Marin, am I too far from you? I will be. I should be able to squeeze that in. I'm just going to drop this off at base, Miss Marin. So if you want to come a little bit closer, so I don't tether you, or maybe we can squeeze it in. Nice. Okay, coming with. Oh, that's gonna be bad. Now I gotta say they've become very forgiving with the physics of the cars. You can really kind of pirouette them into a position that's usable again. Whereas in State of Decay 1, if you flipped a car, see you later. That was the end of it. And there was so many times it was heartbreaking. So it was, it was a smaller indie game back when it first came out, and it was pretty buggy. And there was times where you'd get a brand new car, it was sweet, you'd get it fueled up, and actually no, you didn't even have to fuel it up at the time, but you would have it fixed and it was good to go. And you would hit a little rock in the road and it would get stuck and you couldn't do anything about it. Heartbreaking. All right, can she actually? Do I have any upgrades for her yet? All right, her cardio. Okay, so look at this. So this is an interesting moment. So she has Marathon, Powerhouse, and Acrobatics. We covered Marathon and Acrobatics already. We talked about that. Powerhouse is really, really fun because that's a heavy weapon person. The problem, here's where you got to kind of, see what your character's like. She's going to be weighed down if I give her a baguette to carry. Like, she's very weak. So with these options, if I choose Powerhouse, a melee weapon is going to encumber her beyond belief, and she'll fight terribly inefficiently. So as much as I want her to be a Powerhouse, let's see. I'm tempted now. Maybe I'll make her an Acrobat just for fun. Just for fun. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to wait on this, and I'm going to have her fight and fight and fight and fight and fight, because by doing that, I'll see what her fighting skill would become, and at that point, I'll be able to dictate how I want her to become as a character, if that all makes sense. So this is a good time to kind of wait and see what would be better suited to her later on, once we get her fighting up. Because if she's a swordsman, that and acrobatics can be really, really fun together, because you can be spinning and slicing and chopping. It's very satisfying, very cool. And she also has open on a skill, so she's got a lot of potential, that's for sure. All right, let's get a little bit. No, you know what? I'm actually going to leave the gun at home, and I'm going to get all Rick Grimes with it, and I'm going to give her a hatchet.
I knew this old cop, Chief Jackson. He could help us.
Okay, so at this point,
Try to find him.
Nobody else is gonna do it.
well, nobody else is going to do it. Let's see. So I want to start finding other survivors. So what I really want to do is we're going to upgrade our command center. By doing that, that will not only increase our outpost count, but we can then also search for other survivors, which is really handy. Really, really handy. And like with the snack scavengers, we could recruit them, but it costs a lot of influence that we don't have yet. So first things first, let's go ahead and you know what? Yeah, let's take care of this. Let's see, how's she doing on her, how's Liz on her whole blood plague situation? All right, pretty bad, but I think we can do it. So I think somebody's crying. Okay. So we are gonna dip out of here, Miss Marin and I. And this sort of mission is going to, we'll just say one car. Normally I'd run there, but you know what? Let's keep it exciting. Let's keep the show on the road. All right, where are we going for this? Nice. Okay, so just right down the road in houses we've actually already searched. But every survivor has like a little backstory sort of mission that they want to do, or something that they are passionate about, and often it will lead to a pretty good reward. So. Or or at least like a little character flesh out. One thing I love about this game is, to me at least, you can really kind of create your own story for these people and really where they've been, what they've done, and kind of what shaped them to this point in their lives. And these do a nice job of kind of filling in the gaps as well.
Damn. Chief Jackson's place looks abandoned.
Check it out anyway. Maybe he's got some gear in there we could use.
So this is always great. We've already searched the place, but all of a sudden there's a thing I missed,
Just what we needed.
which should be right here. Bam. All right, so we found his baton. So
Shit. I never saw Chief Jackson without this baton. If it's here, I don't
He
think
did.
made it.
yeah, he did.
That shit's rough.
Okay. Ooh, nice, exciting. Okay, so there's now a zombie invasion about to occur at our base. All right, I'm gonna try to trick this bloater into chasing me. Oh, dang it! Sorry, I got too close. Oh, I got too close. That one was my fault. That was on me. Sorry. Man, Liz kind of sucks. Whew.
Nothing.
See, I just wanted to do that to show you what to do when and if that happens. So it was a learning opportunity. That's all that was. All right, big old heavy backpack. I'll wear it for now so I can grab more stuff. But so we're getting a pretty good taste of the kind of
No more
the
things. I'm calling that a win.
what's it called, the loop of this game. You know, a lot of scavenging, a lot of kind of searching around, and then getting prepared for the upcoming battle, because that's going to be, of course, we're gonna try to take out a plague heart or two today, and you know, we're a little over halfway. Liz is already getting the crap kicked out of her again. Liz. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, but we're gonna need some explosives, or at least a really powerful shotgun. So we're gonna need some tools. We're gonna need some things prior to.
Oh, check this out.
Nice. All right. So materials.
Okay, that was loud.
But all this said, all this fun State of Decay talk, it is also leading next week. I'm fairly certain by next Monday, if not even Thursday. I think it's the 23rd, which I think is Thursday. Today's 20th, yeah. I believe that is when The Forest 2, Sons of the Forest, releases in its full version, and I am very excited about that. And if I was concerned about the level of viscera and such in this game, it's going to get messy in that one. But I think we're definitely going to dive into that as well. So, like I've been saying, I appreciate everyone joining me and having some fun here with the new games we're trying out, and that's going to definitely be one of them. I'm looking forward to that quite a bit, and yeah, hopefully everyone will stick around for it. So, if this isn't your cup of tea, maybe that one will be. It's another open world survival game, very survival heavy. You know, gotta eat, gotta drink, gotta keep shelter, stay warm, and not get eaten by cannibals. Actually, I think it's cannibals. I don't know what they're gonna do for this one, because it's, I don't know. I have no real idea what they're gonna, like, if it's gonna be the same island, if it's gonna be the same sort of story, just expanded. I have no idea what to expect, so no idea. You did. All right, I'm gonna run to the outpost, drop off this stuff, swap out Liz, because she's done. She's done. All right, so bomb. Yeah, I mean, we got nothing for a plague heart yet. So, nothing yet. So I think what we should probably try to do. Oh, we gotta go home and take care of a zombie infestation or a zombie attack. Take control of Bodhi. who's really making a case for leadership material.
They
Uh-oh.
all know I'm here now.
Oh, Bodhi. I gotta say, trunks and beds of trucks and stuff like this are almost always have some pretty decent stuff. Like, I just got a toolkit, which doesn't seem like the best thing ever, but they're really handy to have. Well, that'll do it. All right, so let's zip on home super quick. Take care of that. If you don't make it back to your base when you have an invasion incoming, your base will pretty much, unless they're really underpowered, they'll take care of it, but they'll use 3 ammunition. So if you're low on ammo, or if you're just trying not to use that much of it for something like that, you want to get home and defend it yourself. And you can actually, we'll go kind of have that adventure right now. But yeah, you got 10 minutes to get there from when it first kicks off to the invasion, and if you miss it, you'll just lose out on some ammunition. But doing it this way, you can save all that. Oh, okay. Von Feng's saying, from what I've seen, the storyline is you are trying to find a lost millionaire on an island. Oh, so I mean, the character you play as. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Stranded Deep. Huh. So I wonder if the character. Interesting. I don't know. I wonder. I'm very excited though, and it's going to be
Get ready. This is gonna
it's going to be a gross, visceral, terrifying adventure. So be sure to tune in, like, and subscribe. That'll be fun. All right, so you'll see now I've got a 10-second timer ticking down. And basically that's just saying, hey, you got this long to get ready for the invasion. I've never bothered putting mines down or tripwires or anything like that. I've actually always wanted there to be a way more intense. Well, I shouldn't say that, because if you play it on like Lethal and Nightmare and stuff, it gets pretty damn crazy. But even on standard difficulty, I wish there was just like a deeper wave of zombies. Usually it's like 10 or 15 of them. It's pretty easy. Boom. Alright, a little dodge. Boom. Nice, Von Fink. I have money set aside to purchase and download when it comes out. Hell yes. Yeah, I'm very excited to get that one going. I actually just did myself a favor. Liz, just... No, Liz, just sit down. We'll take care of it. Oh, and yes, you can exile survivors, so Liz will not be here long. There we go. See, now she's fighting well. I feel like I'm not getting the notifications. Boom. All right.
I wasn't sure we were gonna make it.
Nice. 200 influence? Hell yeah. All right, so boom. So we're getting a little bit more influence here. You'll see this number on the right as well. This is your prestige number. There's another game mode on this, which is kind of like a horde mode. And I've always wanted to get some real ones together and take that on. It's a fun one, but it's nearly impossible by yourself. And I've only played it by myself. And it would be so much fun to do that with some other people. All right. I think the best course of action... Yeah, okay, so actually I think this is going to try to be that's the goal. This is the goal for the night. For the next hour, I want to try our darndest to get 2 more survivors recruited to the group, and then then move us to here. So I'm going to need some more influence. I'm going to need some more survivors, and then we're off to the races. So I think I'm just going to run to here. I'm just going to run to there because, one, get the cardio up, and two, we're bound to find another car, and I'd rather just do it that way. So, let's roll. I mentioned earlier the customization of this game. Very, very customizable. And what I really like is you could do everything from the difficulty of the combat, the amount of zombies, the level of their danger, the demands of your community, the let's see. I mean, it's pretty much everything, and it's all on that 5-point scale from green, standard, dread, nightmare, and lethal. All 5 of those are persistent through every category. So say you don't want to, like, there's community penalties actually for playing in higher difficulties, which I think is kind of annoying. It makes sense, sure, but if I've done everything I can to make my community as safe and secure and happy as possible, but they have a negative 10 morale bonus just because, or buff, just because it's a lethal zone, it's like, no, I feel like if you're able to make a comfy space, you should feel even better about it. So I don't know. You can kind of adjust how some things affect the game, and it just makes it really nice. You can make it very much how you want. Wrong button. Whoop, wrong button. There we go.
Hey, you mind sending a little help this way?
Okay, so the snack scavengers are begging us for medication. So we'll just go ahead and find some medicine, bring it over to them in a little bit, and they'll be good to go. And depending on the bonus they give us, I might recruit one of them at some point just to break down that enclave. Sometimes you get really awesome benefits from friendly enclaves, and sometimes you just get like, you can call us sometime. It's not worth it. Ooh, scraps of circuitry all around.
And choosers and whatnot.
Uh-oh. Yeah-oh. Boom, boom. Nice. Nice job, Bodhi. Okay, so I actually just found a giant water jug that I do not want to lug around. And we don't need it. We don't even need it, because we got water aplenty. Let's go ahead and just drop that. Boom. Nice. But let's see, are we out here? We are out here. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put down an outpost. Is there an ammo shop? Let's see. Nothing. Food. Regular outpost. So you can see on the left side here, you can highlight whatever outpost you like, or whatever building you like, and it'll show you what you would get if you made that an outpost. So good way to kind of strategize what you're thinking there. But while Miss Marin's exploring, I'm going to actually scout the area out and see if there's anything around that's more helpful than what we've already found.
A zombie with no eyes that runs on all fours. Too late, it just killed you. I hate pills.
That was a good bad joke.
Let's keep that place in mind for when we need an outpost.
All right, so the evacuation center, that could be a boon, because we might be able to find some explosives there, which will be great against a plague heart. All right, and that's all the sites. Very good. All right, command center is up and running. Now, it will cost me influence to try to find some more survivors, but I think at this point, because I want to get that goal taken care of, friendly broadcast. Oh, wait, because I have to do it through here. Find resources and people. So 150 influence. I'm going to find some other survivors.
Anyone hearing this?
Oh, nice little vet.
It's only polite to speak up and say hi. I guess things must be cleared.
How's it going?
Okay. Oh, great. We put a message out into the universe, and we get the terrible townsfolk. I do love the alliteration, but that's kind of a bummer. Okay, so same sort of thing from earlier. So she's got discipline or stealth. Again, I find stealth kind of useless. It's not, but I'd rather have discipline. So she will be disciplined. Boom. And also with that, so this is now interesting. So with the discipline, that actually bumps up her carrying capacity. So look at this. So now this whole section here is much larger. So now that we know that she's stronger than she was initially, she might actually make a great powerhouse. So I'm very happy we actually didn't choose those skills yet. So I'm going to say screw it. And I think let's roll the dice here.
That's gonna complicate things. Well, that's pretty heavy.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Which one should I outpost? I think maybe. So if I chose this military outpost, I would actually get artillery strikes as my benefit, which is pretty sweet. But I think I'm going to do it at the gas station. Kind of centralized and get a little extra gas because that the water outpost that we have actually uses gas. So this should balance things out. Nice. All right, oof, we are cooking through influence.
So, I think this qualifies as news. I've discovered a place that should have what we need.
All right, do I actually have a heavy weapon? Because if so, I kind of want to get her. I got a big old shovel, the beetle mallet, but it weighs 25 pounds. I've never seen this used efficiently. I've never used it efficiently, at least. And if I haven't done it, then I'm sure no one else has. So. All right, so this is good news. So I'm very happy. You know, we're rolling the dice here. We're just gonna say her cardio. She's a powerhouse. Because what this does, boom.
Let's go knock down some others.
Now I just really hope that her fighting skill turns into one that will really be a benefit with a big old shovel. But she's, got plenty of space, plenty of weight to still hold, so that's awesome. Hey, all right. And we found some new clothes. Nice. Mechanic coveralls. So sometimes what I like to do, since she found them, is I'll go into my community tab, I'll go to my person, open up the closet. Oh yeah, that's the look. I dig it. Nice. I'm a fan. I am a fan. All right, so let's see. Do we have a car down here? No, oh no, that's right, we didn't. But we found a Corvette, so not too shabby.
Ugh, better deal with that bloater before I have to smell it.
I get the feeling that Bodhi does not like the smell of bloaters. Call me crazy.
Gonna have to be more careful.
Ooh, nice. See, look at that. I'm telling you, always search the beds of trucks. Every time. Incredible. With a lone wolf pawn shop. Oh, this sounds like my favorite store in town.
No way they didn't hear that.
Now, sometimes if I've ever... So if there's already a loud noise here, sometimes I'll just put a firework down because screw it, why not? Why the hell not? Alright. Let's try to bust this. See, look at that! Boom! Boom, boom, boom. Nice. What is this place? Ah, Feed and Farm Supply. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You gotta love the farm and fleet. Alright, got some seeds. The seeds are great because if you build a garden or a hydroponics, you can actually get a higher yield and better crops from
No room for that.
the seeds. which is pretty great. Oh my god. If you could see on my screen, there's like 30 zombies. Oh yeah, there's the horde. There's the horde. So we're gonna have some fun. I got a Molotov. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, and I'm out of health. Okay, come on. Oh god, that really came out of nowhere. Alright, so I'm actually gonna toss this firecracker. Hopefully they'll get distracted. Nice, it worked. Okay. Firecracker down, and then once they're there, just like that infinite station earlier, Molotov. Boom! That was awesome. I love how many times Miss Marin has come in and heroically just saved my ass. It's pretty awesome. So thank you. Thank you, Miss Marin. Oh, I just wanted to try. All right. So I got a whole bunch of stuff. How are we doing on food at home? We got plenty of food at home. Like I said, it's pretty hilarious to me how
Better not set off that screamer.
how little food seems to be an issue in the game. Oh, oops. Ooh, a big old... Imagine finding a sack of coffee beans, which is what the rucksack I have on. That's what that is. Oh. That'd be the greatest fight. You would be a hero in the community. All right, so I'm actually just going to break that down, get a cup of coffee from it. That's nothing. All right. Well, I say, let's go ahead and... Let's see.
Make my way over.
Yeah, we got some things to take care of now. Beautiful. All right, so actually, let's go ahead. We're going to do this first. We're going to go down to the welcome party because they're just to the south. And what did they say they wanted? The terrible townsfolk. I think we're just saying hi to them, and then we're going to want meds for the survivors right Are they at our base? Oh, cool. Okay, well, nice. Right this way. These are fun little cars. All right. Ooh. Oh my god. All right, we're okay. We're okay. We got this.
Better keep an eye out for plague zombies.
All right, we should be coming up right on them. Yep, there they are. Well, hopefully the name is just a name and they're not actually terrible. But we'll see.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this should clear up.
Ow. Ow. There we go. 3-time lucky. Man, I would lose it if somebody pulled up to my outpost and just started firing off. I tell you.
Hey, you, what's up?
All right, nice and simple. Feel free to reach out if you need anything. These are always great opportunities to set up an outpost right next door to new survivors and trade with them, just to like kind of empty out your own inventory. It makes it super. It's just really handy to do that. And yeah, they got 5 influence to spare. Got some decent stuff. Nothing too special, but
You're still alive.
yeah, just kind of a good way to empty your own stuff out. So like this thing, well, you know, I'll do that later. Okay, we've said hello to them. So Miss Marin, let's just cruise. Actually, let's see if there's a medical station here. We can just see laundry. Nice, right next door in the same. I think actually right in here. Boom. Hopefully we can get a medical rucksack.
That's gonna complicate things. That's gonna slow you down.
Bodhi's chatty.
Oh, not bad, I suppose.
Nice. All right, jackpot. We got a medical rucksack, so we can just run right to the next place. All right, nothing. Ah, there we go. Sometimes I feel like it takes a second to register where something is when you're searching, but we found it. All right. To the next.
As long as I'm in plague
To the next enclave.
Really secure.
So I think we're gonna have kind of a okay, yeah. So we'll just go down here. South, take a left. South, take a left, and about 4 or 5 miles. Now these are also jackpots. This right here is a military outpost, and while I'm here, oh, actually, I'm sorry, I'm full. I have no space in my inventory. Oh, but hey, we just found some more people. So how about 2 birds with 1 stone real quick? I'm gonna sell them some stuff. Sell them some goods.
What's up?
What's up?
Let's just take a look-see.
So I'm just gonna sell all the junk I know that I don't ever really want or use. And that should do it. They have anything good? Not really. Nothing we need.
How's it going?
It's going good, thanks. Oh, and actually, while Miss Marin's doing her thing, I'm going to scavenge this military blockade. These are often loaded with some sweet stuff, especially if you get a...
It's not enough.
Come on, give me something good. All right, got an ammo rucksack, not too shabs. So I'll leave that for now so I know to come back. If you leave a rucksack in a building or anything like that, it will stay white on your map. So it's kind of a good indicator that you still... nice! See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the ticket.
If only I had room for it.
It's a good indicator to know that you'll want to come back and finish up some stuff there. TJ Clayton, they're popping in. What's up, buddy? Hi, all. Sorry for my late arrival. Holidays always throw me off. Not a problem, buddy. Pretty much, I'm going to be doing this pretty much on every holiday, if it's a Monday, unless it's one of the big crazy ones where I'm just too busy. So I'm always here, but welcome in, my friend. It is great to see you. Hopefully the day's been treating you well. We've just been smashing skulls and scavenging a whole lot, and I think I'm putting a few people to sleep as well. So thank you for joining, my friend. Great to have you here. Hopefully your week's been going well. How are you? How's the East Coast? But not a problem on the late arrival. You arrive whenever you're happy to do so. All right, so let's drop off some meds and see if... Oh my god, oh my god. Just like I planned. Boom, there we go. Yes, sir, Mr. Orson, your medication.
Don't get dead, okay?
Don't get dead. Thank you for your
Take her easy.
wise words. Okay, so this is great. So Bodhi just became our first hero. All of your survivors can have different levels, and so you can see now she is a hero in our community, and she has plus 10 maximum stamina due to the fact that she's now a hero, which is huge. That's phenomenal. So I think that's for everyone also. So everyone in my community gets a plus 10 max stamina just by her being a hero. So like I said, Bodhi is kind of, she's putting herself up there for top of the line for the leader. I gotta say, she's doing pretty well. DJ saying all is well. Hope all the real ones are doing great. I completely agree. I hope everyone is doing well, having a great time. I can't say it enough, but I appreciate y'all stopping in and shaking things up. I do miss all of us playing together in Valheim, of course. It makes me kind of sad to not have everyone in-game with us, but the options to join in, I'm planning on doing a few more State of Decay playthroughs. I would love to at least clear one entire territory, so I want to complete at least this map, this Drucker County map, and see where we go from there. But hopefully we can get some people in. Miss Marin's been doing a great job keeping me alive, and I think with 4 people total, it would be really, really cool. And we could also, like I said in the Discord, we could swap people out if need be, if there's a bunch of people that want to jump in and out. So something to think about, you know what I mean? All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to snake this move.
Folks, I'm back.
Sometimes you can park a car next to the parking spot and still be able to drop stuff off. Ha! It worked. All right, food, fuel, beautiful. Transfer all these goodies inside. And that one too, because I don't really like that gun. All right, how the trunk's looking here. Oh, nice. Thank you for the ammo, Miss Marin. That's awesome. You know what? On that note, oh, so also a really good note: if you're trying to level people up to their hero potential, once you have a hero, I recommend swapping to another community member simply to get theirs up as well. Because every time you deposit any, anytime you deposit rucksacks, you actually get a little bit of a bump towards your hero status. So let's see what we can do here. Deposit. Okay, so we're out of material space, out of fuel space, and materials again. So I'm going to try to build a couple things really quick. Let's see, what should we do? Let's get,
Hello out there. I have some goodies to trade straight from Trumball Valley.
Nice. So that's actually a really good trader. DJ says, I've been struggling to think how to keep up with the Last of Us live stream. The last episode needs like 6 hours of gameplay. So I was thinking about that too, buddy, and I was like, maybe as a viewer, I think it's only fair, because I was thinking the same thing. It's tough to take 30 hours of gameplay and match it perfectly with an hour of episode. You know, it's difficult to do that. So I would say I think you've done a great job of keeping pace with it and also showing the footage of what maybe was missed in the episode, or, you know, kind of how to show it matching up. You've done a great job of that, and I think playing as much or as little as you need to keep you in that comfortable space, I think is more than fair. Okay, so, you know what? Maybe we build a generator. Do we build a generator? What do you think, gang? Generator, toilet, or watchtower? No, I'm going to say toilet, generator, or gym. I'll give it a minute or two in the chat to see what y'all think. All right. And unsurprisingly, night falls, and so that's how we're going to be. That's what we're going to be stuck with for the remaining 45 minutes here together. Okay, so Liz is telling me that she found a place to go check out, and I have the option of bringing her with, but she sucks, so I don't want to bring her with. But looks like there's no real options aside from that. So okay, let's go, Liz. And if you die, I'm sure someone will miss you. But this whole pessimistic attitude really kind of, not a fan, Liz.
Hello.
Sorry.
This is Lily Ritter from the network.
All right, better gun. Let's get this guy.
In a place called Trumball Valley.
Let's give him the police baton. I like that.
But it's bouncing back thanks to the strong folks who live there.
Yeah, that'll be good.
If you're looking for a good place with good people, you should find your way to Trumball Valley.
Thanks, Lily. All three in that order. So I think I said toilet first. Did I say toilet first? Is that right? I think I did. I can't remember the order in which I said it, but I'm pretty sure it was toilet. So you know what?
We got mad infestations
Toilet it is.
around here.
Do we have a lot of infestations? Oh, shoot. Yeah, we do. Okay, so this is kind of what I've been saying. Oh, I see. So she is leading us directly into the heart of the beast. So Liz has the brilliant idea. Brilliant idea to go into a plague territory, into an infestation in said territory. All right, well, oh, sorry, don't get in, everyone. I'm gonna gas this up a little bit first. This is a great little option here. You can actually drop fuel tanks and toolkits into your trunk. Excuse me. right from the base. So if you forget to grab them inside, you can still grab them from the out. Really handy. But yeah, so DJ, I would say play as much as you need to play to feel comfortable with the next installment. I think that's very fair to not force you to have to try to match it up entirely. I haven't watched yesterday's episode. It's been a long weekend, I'll tell you that much. I will tell you with no ifs, ands, or buts. It's been a long week. But I do think, I know I said this last week, but I think if The Forest 2, if I'm correct, and it is a Thursday release, I might do a stream a little earlier. Like I said, maybe like the 2 hours leading up to DJ's 8 o'clock stream. If you're still sticking with the 8 o'clock start, I might do something from like 6 to 8, something like that. Maybe, possibly. I'm thinking about it. If that's the first day it launches, I think that'd be really cool to get in there early and try out the forest. That could be really fun. Okay, so we're going out here to get materials. All right, well, we don't need materials, Liz. DJ saying the last episode was amazing. You know, they've all been great. They really have. I haven't watched one yet that I've been like, well, that was a dunker, or that was a kind of a lame one. They've all been awesome. Yeah, Bodie. Okay, fine. How about if I... let's see, what can I make? Can I upgrade this? I cannot. Can I upgrade this? I cannot. What about this? I cannot. Okay, do we really need 2 people to do everything? Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that KK bar. Very excited to watch it. Maybe I will tonight, says Miss Marin, in reference to the newest Last of Us episode. An excellent way to spend the night. And my vote is...
I'm thinking we got
and my phone was also toilets. My phone died, so I just got back on. That's hilarious. Well, I'm glad everyone cares about their gastrointestinal... Or no, that's food. Uh-oh, okay, so that, my friends, is the sound of a feral. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm actually... Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. I'm getting us out of here. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Okay, this got intense. Oh, crap, I'm through the cloud. Damn it. Okay, get out of the car. Wow. Oh, Liz is screwed. Oh my God, I'm probably screwed. I might lose. Oh my God, we gotta get that feral down. All right, I got the feral. Nice. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay. Oh my God. All right, screamers are down. Jiminy cricket. Whew. All right. These materials better be worth it. Frickin' Liz. Whew. All right, one more. Jiminy cricket. All right.
I think I just got some unwelcome attention.
That got a little crazier than I was expecting pretty quickly, but we're okay. We all got through it. I'm still going to blame Liz. All right, 2 rucksacks of materials. That was exciting. Oh, boy. All right, so, oh, my God. Okay, so in plague territory, you will notice a massive increase in plague zombies. Wow. Oh, sweet. And there's a... I didn't even notice the truck here. Nice. I'll take that. Thank you. Wow. All right, so I found one of the rucksacks, and the other one was right in there as well. 2 rucksacks. Okay.
Well, that's taken care of.
Oh, man. I think she might... Oh, crap. Okay, so this is actually bad news bears. Sort of. Kind of. Kind of. So Liz has fully contracted blood plague. She is 3 hours from death. So I need to be able to build a good enough infirmary to make blood plague cure, which might be pretty difficult with the current state of things. So let's hope for the best. All right. Ooh, doggy. Oh, nice. Okay, well, there.
I need a hand here, and I am not picky about whose it is.
All right, well, right next door, there's some havoc happening to these survivors, so I'm going to help them real quick.
Stay strong, amigo.
All right, so this is actually one of there's a few. Oh crap! Oh crap! There's a few storylines that are kind of random, but you'll find them in the worlds, and this is one of them from the Moonshiners. Yeah, you can. Come on, Umberto. All right. Oh, let's. Dang it! All right. Sometimes if you crack open rucksacks, you'll get lucky and you get some good stuff. Oh man, she's probably gonna die. All right.
Oh, good.
Nothing. All
That
right.
was some shit. Let us take you back home.
All right. I'll come back and take care of her a little later. All right, friends. Let's pile into the car. Man, I was really hoping I mean, we still have a little time, but I was really expecting to find a couple more survivors by now. Wow, that got out of hand. And you can see how quickly things can really escalate. I mean, when a feral joins the fray, you better be on your toes, and I was not as much as I should have been. Yeah, because those ferals are terrifying, and they will tear you apart. Oh. And yes, Miss Marin points out, and your car apart, as in they will tear your car apart. Yes, they absolutely will. If they hop on a door, the hood, anything, like, that car is going to be smoked. Barrel roll, perfectly executed. I haven't played this map in a little while, and I'm really unaccustomed to the roads. I gotta say, I'm not driving very well. Oh, wrong way. And I'm excited to move. I hate getting in and out of this neighborhood, honestly. It's probably one of my least favorites. But we're here, and that's all we can do. All right. So the upside, I can't cure my Liz yet. But what I can do is I can check her into the infirmary, and that will just kind of halt the blood plague.
Will you go about those? That should be a big help. Our community will flourish. We keep making smart choices.
So I can just check her in. It'll hold her sickness at a certain level until I can get a cure for it. So I can just go into my base screen, go into my infirmary, and I can go. You go to so treat plague and infection. You go into this here, and I'll check in Liz, and that will suspend her illness in that current state.
We need that cure.
Yeah, I know, everyone. Okay, I'm very aware of what's happening. Okay. So another good thing to do. So if you have a lot of excess materials, like I currently have, or if you've got a lot of extra ammo, always look at things you can build with those extra materials. So what I mean by that is, if we go into here, you'll see out of 25 materials, I have 37, so I have 12 extra. Those are all going to get trashed unless we make something out of them. So the best bet is to try to see, what can I make? So we could actually take one material, break it down, and we'll get 20 parts. Those parts are used to repair our weapons, to craft toolkits, things like that. So it's a great way to utilize the surplus without wasting it. So since we're about to hear the message that we're wasting it, I'm just going to do that 12 times. And there's modifications you can get that have been... they can give you better sort of payout on the if you break stuff down. But for now, it's fine. We'll have plenty of materials. We got plenty of room and all that stuff. So, okay. Well, Umberto, you took quite a beating in that because of the fact that I drove us through a bloater cloud, which is so dumb. Oh, thank you, Miss Marin. I just saw the samples. Lovely. You just had to put them on the wood floor. Metal bat. Actually, this looks better than the one I'm using. So let's swap that out. All right. I always like to make sure before I switch that everyone's repaired and feeling good. And now let's give him a rest. So I think Bodhi is my only person who's actually doing okay. Everyone's getting to feel a little rough. Little rough. And even though you just saw her working on the latrine, it'll continue to build. You don't have to have someone standing there building this. Even if, you know, all of our labor is being used already, but you're still going to be able to continue growing and stuff like that, or building if everyone's out, you know, elsewhere. Okay, what kind of ammo is that? Is that 45? Oh, wow, this is a 357 pistol. Interesting. That's a really rare ammo. I don't have a lot of guns with that, generally. I like to focus on the 9mm, just because that seems to be the most common. That's a 15-round magazine, perfect. Big old shovel. And otherwise, looks like she's good to go. All right, let's just repair some stuff, make sure we're good. Also, with a workbench, you can also salvage stuff. So things like the brush axe, I'm going to break that down. I'm going to turn that into parts. Carpenter's hatchet, same thing. It's always good to have a few extra items, but honestly, with some of this lower tier stuff, it's very common, and I'd rather have the parts. Like this beetle mallet, I'm never going to use that. I'd much rather have 70. I'd rather have 70 parts to work with. So now I've got almost 1,000. So that's much better. All right, Umberto, you're good. Cool. All right. All right. You know what? How close are you? How close are you? He's close to being a hero. She's far from being a hero. That's not surprising. Let's make her a construction specialist. Rock and roll. All right, Bodhi. Let's finish strong. Let's get us a damn new person. I need some new faces. I need some new faces around here. Wow, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hordes within 20 feet. That is, oof. That ain't good. That ain't good at all. So like I said, you always got to stay up on your infestations because they will just pile up like crazy. So let's see, what is the best bet here? So the terrible townsfolk, they're actually not terrible. The Moonshiners, we can't recruit them yet, and honestly, I want there to be a... I do actually, and I'm not trying to say this like anything, but I have noticed that I think while playing multiplayer, it's less frequent that you get survivors to recruit. I've noticed sometimes as soon as I drop out of somebody's game or this and that, I almost always... like immediately get a phone call for like, hey, we need, I want to join your community. It's like, all right. Well, maybe you just don't like crowds. I don't know. So you know what? Let's go see. Let's go see what the terrible townsfolk are all about. I take that back. We're going to do this. We're going to finish up this Moonshiner mission. We're just going to get that taken care of. Yeah, Miss Marin says, I really hope in the new State of Decay game that they have more environmental interactions, like being able to sit in a chair or at a table. 100%. There's all these incredible details in the camp, and you can't do anything with them. They're just there to look at. And it's like, no, I want to sit and interact, and like I want to cook at a station and all that stuff. You know, I want to play Valheim, but with zombies. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. And then she also continues to say, I think it's also cool to be able to eat and have hunger bar and put your character to sleep and stuff. Agreed. I don't know why you can't sleep through the night. So I was not looking at my screen. I'm going to show you a cool thing you can do, though. You can call a radio in, and if you get stuck, you can call into the radio, and it will actually transport you, as long as you're in a stationary spot. It'll transport you, there we go, to a safe area. Boom.
No place is ever really secure.
All right, I'm just going to grab this lady real quick.
When your weapon breaks off in a zombie's head. A good workshop facility.
Come with me. Come with me, Dominica.
All right, let's get you home.
Thanks, dude. You rock.
You're welcome.
I don't know if did she get in the car? Oh, she did. Nice. All right. I swear I'm a better driver than this. I want to sit in the comfy chair that is the mod for the lounge facility. Yes, exactly. Like, I want to sit in the comfy chair. I want to cook at the cooking station. I want to do all those things. TJ says, I want to pick up and throw anything that I see. Absolutely. I don't think that's asking too much. I'm sure Hey, sometimes the fastest way down is to barrel roll down the hill. Don't judge me. We're down here at Kettle Rock Band. Oh, wow. Okay, I got to give him credit, though. This is a pretty cool campsite. Look at this. Even in the best of times, what a cool place. Oh, yeah, actually, you read my mind. I want to check this place out. What a cool site. Oh, geez. Horde that way. We are surrounded by hordes. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, let's scoot out of here. Nice, right next to the outpost. I love that. Oh, God! Oof. Somebody just died, that's for sure.
Well, I'll be damned. You made it back. There's gin in the back if you need a little hair of the dog.
So these people are drinkers.
Gin? That's twice today somebody saved my life.
This guy's name is Spellcheck. I kind of love that. All right, so they sell a bunch of booze. Dented cans of beer, in particular. Okay. Oh, do I have to talk to her? Shoot. Ah. I already dropped you off. Why do I need to talk to you?
I owe you one.
Miss Marin, looks like you are my taxi service. Let's see. Well, Miss Marin, I just kind of want to test it. Would you be offended if this last 20 plus minutes or so, would you mind dropping out? I just kind of want to test to see if the survivors will show up when I'm alone. But I'm having a lot of fun with you also, so I don't want to force you out by means. I'm just curious because I feel like that's got to be something that the game struggles with. Nice. All right, that one's down.
They all know I'm here now.
Because just climactically in my head, I would really love to, I really want to move us to that cool little place that we found over here Yeah, I think that'd be really nice if I can somehow get two survivors for free, and then... Oh, looks like she dropped out. Oh, thank you. Oh, I see Miss Marin says I can jump out. Well, thank you so very much. You did an amazing job and really saved my ass plenty of time, so I do appreciate you very much dropping in. And what a fun time, and how cool that crossplay seemed to work flawlessly. I think Miss Marin said she's on Xbox and I'm on PCs, and the fact that there was no hiccups, nothing like that, that's exactly how it should be. Oh, me and my big old shovel.
Might as well have rung the dinner bell.
Gotta get my shooting skill up. Oh, nice. Ah! There we go. One more. You must be a crawler. Oh, no.
Looks like I'm dry on ammo.
Yep. All right. All right. What do we got on us? We got a lot of junk. A lot of stuff. All right. Come on, survivors. Start calling me. Call me now. Let me hear what you need. And while I'm here, might as well stock up on a little more ammo. I don't want to go crazy. All right. Let's see. Let's see. So we got a trader. You know what? Let's just do this. I mean, Bodhi has shown herself to be the best leader so far. So I'm kind of debating doing that. But I kind of want to wait. Maybe we'll get another leader that's really, really cool and even better. But I need a survivor to call me. All right, looking good there, looking good there. All right, let's go ahead and... I think we just gotta kind of take care of this. Oh my god. Yeah, so we'll just take it right up here and smash our way through a bunch of hordes. Terrible. Terrible. Alright, where are you? Okay, I get some style points for that. And another one down here. Feel so bad for this little car, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Ah, I see. See, it sounds like this a watchtower would be great, because my people could just stand there and pick this whole horde off. Alright, another one bites the dust. And up and to the left. Where are you? There you are. Jiminy cricket. The great part is this does also give a little morale boost to the community as well when you get... Oh, he's stuck on me. Oh, he's... Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, he's so floppy. Oh, terrible. I like when sometimes the game registers 2 or 3 zombies as a horde. It's like, not quite. All right, what do we got left? 2 more. Man, hordes. Come on. Just trying to clear some territory here, gang. There we go. This thing has taken a beating and a half. My God. All right, now don't drive through the bloater. That's step one. Nailed it. All right, now that feels a lot better. So now, just to try to see if I can trigger something, I'm going to try to drive back to that safe house area, or the household that I was looking at, the future base. Because it's literally like you'll be right next door to a survivor. Also, it's like, hey, come help me, and you can jump in and usually get on good terms with them pretty quick. Meterato. Oh, well, here's the house. So also a good plan is if you're ever ready to take on a plague heart, and you've got somebody who's about to become a hero, have them go take care of it. It gives you a massive boost to the... Oh my god, I didn't see that whole horde there. Massive boost to the hero...
Well, time for me to...
leveling.
If you ever end up over in Trumball, feel free to stop by.
All right. Whew. Nice, nice, nice.
Looks like they're cleared out. Don't this beat off?
Food, bunch of food. My little stamina training hack is literally just carry a bunch of snacks and just sprint everywhere until you're leveled up fully. It actually doesn't take too long. It's kind of nice. But these little, in the bottom left, that little snack pack looking thing, they're great. I mean, come on, just radio silence on the old radio. All right, well, here's what we'll do then. Here's what we're gonna do for a little crescendo, at least. If we're not gonna find a new base, we're at least gonna go see and take down one plague heart. So, whew, man, these heavy weapons are awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
I need a break.
All right, lots of containers here for me to search, so I have a good feeling. Pretty much all you need is 2 grenades. Ooh, little pistol action. Nice, good start.
That's gonna have them run.
Oh, armored zombie. Dead. But yeah, so if I can track down 2 grenades, ideally, or at least something, a couple of mines, anything like that. Hey, look! Well, look at that. Ask and I will receive. There we go. Boom. Couple of grenades.
No room for that.
Okay, so now the decision is which one? Which? Ooh, you know what? It's gonna be this one. Yeah, we're gonna take this plague heart out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yep, absolutely. This center of town is awesome. I love that part, and it will give us great access to everything else. So, and otherwise, really our only base option is this one. We're not going to get enough survivors tonight in the next few minutes, so I think, yeah, I think let's head downtown. We can check out the Army and Navy outfitters and go take us over a play card. That will also unlock the bounty broker, which we have not even discussed so far tonight. I know I've thrown so much information at you. I hope it's all made sense and that there's at least some sort of desire to jump in and play this yourself. If you haven't already, I adore this game. In case that hasn't been made clear, and yeah, I'm hoping to get the whole Real One gang to swing on through and we can do some damage. That would be so much fun. And I apologize, Miss Marin. I appreciate you dropping on out. Hopefully I didn't offend you by asking to do so. I just really, I want to see if, I really thought those survivors would be reaching out a bit more solo-wise. But yeah, the Bounty Broker is a really fun addition to the game that essentially you can set challenges, whether it's, you know, killing a feral with a knife or crafting 500 crossbow bolts or anything like that. All options, and there's a whole bunch. There's like Jesus, that's a big old horde. For sure, I appreciate that understanding there, Miss Marin. Yeah, it's really only to check. I just wanted to see if maybe they have more possibilities of chiming in on my own. But of course, yeah, you're welcome to drop in whenever you want. And like I said, to anyone who hasn't, check out the Discord, and that will give you all the instructions you need to be able to play alongside any of the real ones that do join in. And it's very simple, really, really easy. If you've got Xbox Game Pass and you want to cross-play, perfect. If you have it on your PC, you can download the game onto there, and it's really, really nice.
I sure hope the air ain't contagious around here.
Yeah, I don't know if I could send anyone else's characters through as many death-defying barrel rolls as I've done tonight. There's been quite a few rotations. Wow, we might even be able to end the stream at daytime, which is crazy. But this is right here. This is the Bounty Broker. Cash Beaumont. Howdy, Cash. I'm a zombie. But so with Cash here, you can go into his bounty selection and you've got all these options to do a variety of tasks. There's different categories, and they rotate these all year round. They're always swapping them for other things, which is super cool. I believe this one, the Go Bag, will be retiring very, very soon, so you get it while you can. This is actually a great idea for new communities like mine. I usually don't do these anymore because I've done them all, but they're great to do now because as a new community, you essentially can get great stuff just by playing the game, you know what I mean? So like if I go to like this is a great gun, but I don't want to spend 300 influence, and because I recently unlocked it, it's just going to cost me money as opposed to being able to earn it. So let's set 5 armored Zeds into close combat. I just don't really care about 1911s, to be honest. So anyway, you have options to choose all these, which is pretty great, and a lot of fun. And it just kind of gives you a cool sort of task, a cool task to undertake. All right, but as dawn breaks, let me show you a play card. So first things first with the play card, always, always, always clear your battleground first, because the play cards will actually draw in enemies. Oh crap! Oof! All right. Good thing I'm a good shot. Look at that. See, your powerhouses, crowd control, that's what they excel at. Look at that. She's just... Bodhi, you are... I think we just have to make Bodhi our leader. Like, she is a beast. Bodhi for Prez. Okay.
Better make this last mag count.
So, I pretty much know for a fact that as long as this registers properly, these grenades should do the job. But look at this disgusting mass. So this is your plague heart. When strategizing for a plague heart, never hit it until you're ready. As soon as you do damage it, the tiniest bit, if you have a follower with you and they go and shoot it, they go punch it, they kick it, all hell breaks loose. So be prepared or prepare to die. Haha, I brought it back. So, without further ado, grenade the first. And grenade the second. This should do it. Oh, okay, so it's not done yet. Not done yet. Oh my god. Okay, we're not done yet. Okay. Oh crap. Okay, this is not good. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're okay. So you can see that I shouldn't have asked Miss Mary to leave. That experiment was a terrible idea. No, this is... We'll be okay. All right. I'm just gonna work my way through the hordes. Get a little snack, refill my energy. So you'll see I took a bunch of damage. Nice. All right, that's what I was hoping to happen. So when you destroy a plague heart, it also destroys all of the plague zombies within its radius, which is incredible. So all these guys just blew up as soon as that plague heart exploded as well. So how cool is that? And then the plague heart has a plethora of incredible rewards to take part in. So I always like to give some of this good stuff to the person who destroyed it. Good. Awesome. Wow.
I might be carrying too much here.
That got a little out of hand pretty quickly. All right. So let's see, where am I? So I'm right here in the downtown. This is an ammo outpost, so I am actually going to claim this place because it'll be really good in the long run, and I can just go boop, 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 boop.
Honestly, I see how a bit more work might be a good idea.
Then I can just dump all this stuff right in my inventory. Perfect. Wow, that got crazy. Yeah, you really got to be ready with the plague hearts because I mean they're very durable, one, and two, when they kind of like put out that call, kind of like in The Last of Us when how they say that the spores or whatever kind of communicate to each other. Same idea. The plague heart is pumping out a distress signal essentially, and everything within a radius just comes charging in. Nice. Well, hey, if you haven't already, let's go ahead and hit that like button for the killing of our very first plague heart. But if you did already hit it, just do it in spirit. And I sincerely appreciate you. All right, is that everything? I think that's everything from here. Ah, nice. Oh, that's just a ammo bag, rucksack, I should say.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, that was loud.
And look at that. Just as dawn breaks, the birds are chirping. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. And a horde wasting no time. Let's see. What's my... Man, it is taking a long time. Does she have like a fighting disability or something? Like she doesn't learn that quick? I mean, the way she knocks all them down is just the coolest. This was a bad idea. I can't help myself. Yeah. Little breather. Ah, come on. I'm not gonna lie. I usually don't use the shovel, and I'm liking it.
I'm almost out of fire.
Oh man, yeah, she's hurting. She's hurting bad. All right, we got this. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
Floater nearby.
Oh crap. You always got to watch with bloaters. They'll somehow sneak up on you in their disgusting, blubbery way. There we go. Whew. Okay. Well done, Bloaty. Bodie. Bloaty? Bodie. Yeah. All right, just get upstairs. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I love when you find these little, like, community sort of outposts. Wow. That was quite the beating she took there. Wow, wow. Let's double check with chat here. Looks like we're all cut up there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow. Well, dear friends and real ones, thank you so very much for joining me on this new adventure into our brand new State of Decay community. I think that went really well. Thank you, Miss Marin, for dropping in and keeping me company in here. And for everyone who's on vacation and out and about and taking care of things in their real lives, but still stopping in to keep me company. Von Fink, DJ Clayton, Alfie Guilford, great to see all of you, of course. Everyone who stopped by, Blue-Eyed Scotty, great to see you as always. And yeah, everyone just have a great rest of your night. Thank you so very much. Like I said, I'm kind of thinking about doing a little something on Thursday. If the Forest is releasing that day, and I'm correct about that, I might do a couple hours before DJ does his Last of Us stream over on A Social Gamer. Make sure you're checking that out. If you haven't already, swing over there and join the Discord channel, both for myself and for him. And make sure you're keeping up to date on all of the happenings here and over at Realgrogg and over at A Social Gamer as well. So until then, until friends, wow, my mouth has stopped working at this point. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Thank you so very much for your time. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next one. Stay real.